What's up, fellas? Got a special guest up in here tonight. Got my man O'Shea Duke Jackson up in here. Give my man a round of applause. O'Shea up in here. Now, O'Shea, you went over there in Africa, man. Gonna be a doctor. What kind of doctor you gonna be, bro? I ain't never asked you that.
I want to do family practice, man, but I still ain't gonna have as much money as you.
That's true. That's true. we ain't gonna deny that.
I might get lucky, niggas. So you know what I'm saying. But it's good to be over here, though.
China, if y'all can hear me, because it's a members only chat tonight. So if China, you can hear me, or Eric, press 1 so I can know the sound quality is on point. All the trolls right now, they crying. They crying right now. They can't press 1. They crying somewhere, crying. They want to come on here and troll. So I'm taking it as okay. All right, so this we got O'Shea. You got to settle the great debate, man. You know, okay. I got all these travel channels. Okay. You got all these guys from the mood. All right, thank you, Eric. The trolls can't come in. Thank you, Eric, for pressing 1. Okay. You got all these travel channels talking about something. They gonna go get these overseas women and ain't never left their goddamn state. Ain't never left their city, but they finna go cross seas and pick up all these women. Now you a man that I've been to Africa. Poland, you gonna settle the debate. I'm gonna trust you.
Okay. American
women or overseas women?
Okay, so let me ask you this: Is the person moving to that place, or are they just going to get a woman and bring her back to America?
Now y'all know O'Shea he normally gives interviews. See how he I feel like I'm being interviewed now, but it's all right. That's all right. We're gonna go on.
Yeah. So it depends on the scenario.
That just say. Just get you a woman
and bring her back to the States.
Yeah.
Nah, that's probably not gonna. In my opinion, because let's say for example, if a man was to get somebody that's from the Dominican Republic, right? Okay, and then you live in Arkansas. Well, then maybe she might not be so as influenced. But if you take into like Orlando, Tampa, New York City, you know what I mean? Those places where, a lot of Dominicans, and all she's going to do is get in that community. They're going to put her up on game what's really going on. So the only real situation that you're going to really benefit from is if you're going to somebody else's country and, you're still holding yourself as an American and you still have some way to have, American style, American money, things like that, then that's different. But if you're taking somebody from Colombia and you bringing it back to Dallas or Atlanta, well then shit, it's a lot of cats that I can curse. It's a lot of cats in Atlanta that gonna have game, that's gonna have money. She gonna see if you just a really basic guy, you're gonna be competing with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this: let's take the American. She's been Americanized out of it. Let's just say she's always been in Africa. And she ain't been in the United States, because she come over here, she gonna be fucked up, right? Let's just assume that she never been over here. She ain't got westernized. What do you think?
I think, man, in the third world countries that I've been to, that outside of maybe like Eastern Europe, women are more entitled in those places than even in America, in my opinion.
Oh,
because in America, women are be more likely to. Okay, we can go Dutch. I mean, no woman likes going Dutch, but it's more acceptable to have that agreement.
Okay.
A woman in Africa, no matter how rich she is, it's going to be disrespectful for her to go Dutch with you.
You can go Dutch. You just going to be in the friend zone. But girls here go Dutch. That means you ain't getting no uniform.
But in Africa, it's almost a no-go. Like in Uganda, it's almost so women are, men are supposed to do everything for women in many of these countries you're talking about. Like that's just what they're supposed to do. I haven't been to the DR, but I would assume that it's the same situation.
Okay, let me come back to you on that now. Besides, I get what you're saying about the Dutch and so basically men overseas are expected to be providers, and I get that. But don't a level of submissiveness that comes along with that? So like if you got a woman here and you're a provider, she's still gonna be masculine. Like, bitch, you don't even pay for shit. Right. And you run around masculine. So like the women over there, yes, they might be, expect you to be more of a provider, but it's a level of submissiveness that comes with that providing. So most guys can deal with the providing, right? But if I'm gonna do the providing, bitch, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear shit. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's the thing with most guys. Most men over here, they could talk all this red pill, blah, 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 all this. Motherfucker, you'll pay a bill. Shut the hell up, right?
Oh yeah. But I'm about to pay something tonight.
Right. We're gonna get to that. We gonna,
you already know how I do.
We're gonna get to that. Hey, we're gonna get to the tricking.
Right.
But the level of submissiveness that I expect if I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna be the provider, and see that's the issue I have with the women over here. It really won't mean anything. She's still gonna be yapping her mouth.
Right.
So basically, for the guys so what you're saying is basically true that the women overseas are better if you don't mind being a provider.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. So that O'Shea settled the debate, guys. I think that's a good, fair assessment too. He basically said, if you don't mind being a provider, which makes sense, by the way, because you're going to be overseas, and a lot of these women don't have the opportunities that they have over here in America, and so they expect the man to be the provider. Right. And most guys expect for that is a level of submissiveness. Most guys don't mind providing if the submissiveness is there.
That's correct. Let
me ask you this. You're seeing Kevin Samuels blow up, and so why are American women so entitled? I've heard his philosophy. Why you think so? Why do you think a 250 pound linebacker, as he'd say, thinks she's entitled to a man that makes 300, 400, 500 grand a year? She got 2 kids and she's 250 and she looked like Dick Buckets.
Well, I can deal with it because I know you have a more of a wide range of audience, but I deal with more of the Black community content. And in our community, you're from Alabama, so we both understand that it's number one, it's been socialized that women believe that they're better in our community, that they're better than men, just flat out, right? They're more superior, they're more more bright. Obviously, we know that the social conditions that there are, that women need to be empowered and men don't. But from what I've seen is that women really feel, and I'm talking about women that come from the African American community, they honestly believe that they deserve everything and it's their God's gift to people. That's just really what I honestly believe at the end of the day. Okay. And anything that occurs with them, it's you're lucky that I'm even talking to you. You're lucky that I'm even like you even talk to some chicks like, well, I don't have a name. Like, you're lucky I'm even talking to you. The fact that I want to even go anywhere with you, not only should you pay, but you should be glad I even gave you my number. So a lot of women just feel that I think that they just feel like I'm here and you're down there. Especially if it's the guy that they don't want or a guy that they think that's an average or 5 or 6, something like that. Now, obviously, if it's somebody that they're very, very attracted to, then that changes. But if it's just the guy that's the normal guy, they believe that they deserve everything just because of being delusional. There's no real reason for it. I mean, you know what I mean?
Don't you think the beta males who give all these women this attention and stuff? I know you're not allowed to say attention on YouTube no more, but all these guys who give women attention and stuff like that, don't you think that what causing it? So like, we shouldn't blame. Let's say it like this. Let's say, O'Shea, all of a sudden tomorrow you just got all these women throwing themselves at you. You're gonna get a little ego. Like you're gonna develop a little ego. And so like that's just natural with anybody, that if you got a lot of people wanting you, you're going to develop an ego. And so don't you think men more to blame than women?
See, I just did a video with a brother talking about how simps depower Black women. Let me say this, and being that this is truths of the red pill, women have confused the idea that a man will worship you or will tell you which one you're here to have sex with you, versus that man is going to be there and provide for you long term. Those are two different things. A lot of women take the ideology that, because this guy is liking my photos on Instagram and he's telling me I look beautiful, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen. Well, they're not. Some women are not intelligent enough to differentiate between, these are guys that number one, I don't know, and especially on Tinder and things like that. You know, in passing, these are guys that don't take me seriously. Right. Okay. These are, and so what they tell themselves is, the guys that are hollering at me want to buy me a house and want to buy me a car and want to marry me. And in actuality, that's not true. Those are guys that just want to sleep with them. So then it blows up there, because if a woman is coming to holler at a man, for the most part, we understand that. Okay, well, what's the reason? I mean, obviously, if a woman's trying to talk to you, it's usually about something long term, if that's the case. But when men are trying to talk to women, it's usually short term, you know. But it's after the guy gets it, then you see where you're going. But simps definitely have blown women up to believe that they're better than what they are. But no, all actuality, look at all these fine chicks, IG models and all this. Do they have somebody that's buying them a house, taking them on vacation? The answer is no, for the most part. They'll get guys here and there, and then they'll go to the next guy here and there, next guy here and there. And you can't equate that to a guy that's saying, okay, you know, I'm gonna buy you a house and I'm gonna put you in a good neighborhood. It's not the same thing.
Got you.
But they allow themselves to believe that, which is still the truth. That's why you got so many single moms out here right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So guys, y'all got on to me last week interviewing with Kevin saying, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm trying not to do it, O'Shea. I'm just gonna shake my head.
yeah.
They got on to me, O'Shea. Every time Kevin says, I'm like, yep.
So
I'm
having a good time over here, man.
I'm just gonna nod my head tonight. So let me ask you this, O'Shea.
Yes, sir.
Do you think there's any hope for the blue collar brother? That, you know, when I coming up, you didn't have to make six figures to be considered a hot candidate. It's like now that's the standard. That's like the minimum requirement. It was once upon a time you could just be a hardworking brother making $20 an hour, making 40, 45 grand a year, and you was good. You had your car, maybe it wasn't a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, and you had your place, maybe it wasn't a penthouse, but you was a good candidate. Fast forward now 20 years later, and it seemed like the minimum required is nice car, 100 grand, and that's bare minimum. In New York, it's probably 150 grand.
Right. Do
Do you see any hope for the average hardworking blue collar brother, or do you think the precedent has been set that this is from now on, this is going to be requirement if you want to be with women or have your choice of women, right? Because you can go get Big Shirley, right, making 20 grand, but most of us don't want that. Most of us want a woman that's attractive. Do you think that precedence has been set?
What does alpha male strategies always say? The game is the game is the game is the game.
Right.
So let me preface and say that usually I believe that kind of person will have problems, but then they're intangibles because I was talking to Simple one day and I was like, man, do women like you because you're a pimp? He says no. They like me because I'm me. The women generally like me. Didn't matter if I was a pimp or if I was a mechanic, and that made me think about it. And I used to see guys who just, and this is very rarely, of course, obviously looks matter. And I know you agree with that. It's the truth. Looks do matter. Charisma matters. But if a man is just charismatic, if a man understands how women think, know how to talk to women, if he has something going on, he might be a blue collar worker, but maybe he's a part-time photographer on the side. Maybe he got some things going. Maybe he know how to dress. Maybe he's in the right crowd where it puts him in a situation with women. If people generally like you, it makes a big difference. You can get doors open that you can't. I think a lot of guys who are blue collar guys who might not be conventionally attractive, it comes back to the ability of men not knowing how to talk to women in general. Just to say hello, how you doing? Or you look nice today. Women are just like anybody. I think a lot of guys are just really intimidated. Women are just like anybody else. They take shits like we do, right? I think what guys are afraid is, well, I'm a blue collar guy. She wouldn't want to talk to me, but you don't know she might be intimidated as much as you are of her. Right. And I think a lot of men out there just don't want to shoot their shot. And you'd be surprised how many guys that slept with. If you ask an attractive woman, how many guys, if she is open to you, she has dealt with all type of different dudes, broke dudes, tall dudes who live with their mom, and maybe the guy she loved the most didn't have nothing. But I think it comes back to guys' self-confidence. If you're a blue-collar guy, there ain't nothing wrong with that, but do you know how to start up the conversation? Too many guys, and I know you talk to your guys about this, we're so hooked on the Tinder app. We a little bit older, right? So we come from a different generation where you have to talk for what you get. And a lot of the young guys today are afraid to go up and talk to a woman, or afraid to be able to say, hey, you coming out of the store, what you got in that bag? I know you got me something. Just being able to shoot the breeze. And a woman, she's not going to look at that. If she likes you as a person, it ain't going to matter the fact that you're a blue collar guy. It's just the fact that she likes you, right? If a woman likes me, and I'm an ugly dude, if a woman likes me, it's over. I don't care if she your girl. If the woman like me, you in trouble. Because it ain't going to be too long. Right. And you know me, I start getting the trigger ready. So I think a lot of guys think a little bit too much into it and understand what alpha male strategy said. The game is the game is the game is the game. Have some game about yourself. Be in a good mood. A lot of guys, I know I'm being long-winded. A lot of guys, they're in a bad mood all the time or depressed about something. Look, man, no woman don't want to see your ass depressed. Be happy, man. Like, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Look good today. Boom. She's like, oh, thank you. Then if she give you a positive result, now you in the game.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't, fuck her.
Right.
But I think guys put too much on how much money I make versus this is who I am. And I'm having fun and I want to have fun with you.
Right. I agree with that, O'Shea. Damn, that's pretty good. O'Shea, I think you shortchange yourself by being a moderator, man. You probably should try to do more dating, shit yourself instead of, having guys on and you moderate. You should you spit more game better than most of these guys.
No, man, you didn't take all my money, man. You didn't put me out of business in 2017, nigga. So I can't, after you didn't put me out of business, I was like, I'm just going to leave it alone.
And you still better. That's all right.
I'm mad about that. I'm going to get on the ladder and whoop your ass one day when I see you because you about 6'7". But yeah, I'm still hurt.
Now, this is what we got to get. O'Shea is a proud trick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Listen, he is the president of the tricking club. He
Absolutely.
is the author of Walked in the Club and Started Tricking.
Oh, yeah.
O'Shea, now this is another debate. You set up the debate on YouTube about the foreign women. You said they pretty much are, as long as you are willing to be a provider. So I think that was a pretty fair assessment. Mm-hmm. Now, there's another debate on YouTube about dates is tricking just in an indirect way or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You more like, hey, I'm just going to be direct. I'm a trick straight up right off the back. What is the psychology behind the tricking? Like let's just be honest, guys. Let's not cut the bullshit. When we do dating, our ultimate goal is to get the ass. That's the ultimate goal, right? What's the philosophy behind your ideology of tricking?
Well, look, I'm so dedicated in the sport. It's like fun. It's like, you know what I mean? How you look at your Vanguard apps and stuff and your stocks. I'm just like, I'm bored today. As somebody, I got to pay a phone bill. You know what I mean? So it's a sport for me. But let me just be honest though with this. Because a lot of guys, and I think that the red pill has confined a lot of men into, if you go out to dinner with a woman, or if you go out to, have some drinks, I don't think that necessarily makes you a trick. I think guys are too unrealistic in the red pill, right? You can tell these are guys that don't get any women.
Right.
If you are enjoying your time with somebody, and if you have the mindset, you always talk to your guys about the abundance mindset. So if I have the abundance mindset, if I want to go out with you for a nice time and I'm bored and I spend $30 a meal, $50 a meal, if you don't want to do nothing with me that I don't really care because I got somebody else I can do it with. I just maybe be in a good mood. I might want to buy you a nice drink. That don't mean that I'm tricking on you. It just I paid for it and it's not that big of a deal for me. If you got a business, you can write it off anyway, right?
Tricking ain't easy. That tricking ain't easy. It ain't tricking if you got it.
It ain't tricking. Well, it's always tricking whether you got it or not. Right. But it's still tricking. You know what I mean? Right. But I think what tricking is, if you really want to look at it, is I'm doing this because if I don't do this, I'm not gonna get the ass. So I'm doing this so that I can have the possibility to get the ass or get it directly. That's more direct tricking. When if I do something, I have most confidence in myself. Look, I'm not gonna just pay you for the coochie like that because it's not that serious. I can get somebody else. But if I'm having a good time, we're really, going to dinner or something like that, or to a movie, that I wouldn't consider that to be tricking. I think when you are tricking, you're saying like, okay, you're on a bigger level than me, and I can't attain you unless I give you all this money to do it. And if it comes to that case, then I probably wouldn't do it. I would more or less likely to do it with somebody that will be like, okay, I could do something for you. And at some time, if she has so much, she can do something for me. You know what I mean? But just to be like, I'm going to pay you $5 for this ass. Right. I would be like, you know what I mean? Goddamn, I know my hairline going backwards, but shit, I ain't going to pay you $500 for that. You know what I mean? I don't do it like that. But I think guys are too confined in that definition of the red pill. That's more like simping right there, that last part.
Yes. There, right? That's so you went past tricking to simping. I got you.
I think they're synonymous.
I'm trying to understand the levels of tricking. So I don't plan on going to neither one of them.
Wait, let me say this. Okay, so simping. Okay, now let's say, for example, if you overseas in the Dominican Republic or Colombia and you want to just pay for it right away And it's, now that's definitely tricking. I mean, obviously some guys do that. I mean, I was in Brazil, I did that. So, obviously, but I'm talking about just, I'm giving you money, hoping that I can get the ass. Right. So I conflate the two, but I was in what was that one place? I was in Quarter before it burned down.
Right.
Look, I was, I spent a few, I spent my retirement money up in there, boy. That's another story.
Just keep that. We're gonna
talk about it right now.
I'm gonna delete that off there. I ain't gonna let nobody hear that. All right, O'Shea, you've been a big proponent of, Black unity, particularly on YouTube, trying to bring a lot of Black content creators together and things like that. In your opinion, what ails the Black community the most?
What is the Black community the most?
What ails?
Oh, man. Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
Niggas. But.
Yep.
I mean, let me say it in jealousy, man, because I remember when you came up and like outside of Kevin's second growth spurt, I never seen nobody come in the game like you and just boom, like didn't really put the time in or whatever.
Right.
And instead of a lot of guys, just being like, look, man, this dude, he hitting on something that I'm not even hitting on. I didn't because you were the guy that hit, and you about like wait 37, 38, something like that.
I'm 41 now.
41. Okay.
You talking about the time, yeah.
At the time, you were relating to an audience that we were just forsaken. We was not talking to younger people and in our respect, younger men at all. Right. We were talking to guys our age. Right. So Alpha Male Strategist came in and talked to a whole audience that was actually that needed more help on YouTube, and you could relate more to them. Right. And it was my perspective that, hey, I'm not gonna hate on him. The shit he doing his thing. Right. But a lot of guys hate on guys who have talent. You know what I mean? Right. And that ails us, especially as men, instead of just being like, okay, well, man, the dude is doing this thing, man. Let me go ahead on and work with you. And if I can just say this, to be quite honest, I never was hating on you, but I had people in my camp like, yo, man, you gonna work with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Right. He's the one that's getting on the market. So it kept me and you from even do this for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Right. So and it wasn't us directly.
And it's funny to me because I got a totally different philosophy. Like if somebody coming in like blowing up or something, I'm the first one in their DMs. Hey man, like trying to work together. Like I'm that, like when a rapper is blowing up, the first guy that gonna collaborate with him is Drake. The first one. Drake, and that's how my mindset is. If I see somebody blowing up on something good, I'm gonna be the first one trying to work with you. So that I think that's just a smarter strategy than being like, trying to bring somebody down. But yeah, I totally agree with you, bro. The jealousy, with the and let's take it off of YouTube or anything like that. Just in the real world, just jealousy. Period. If you're a guy and you at a job and you banging up 3-4 chicks up there, you better watch your back. Them dudes gonna try to cut you the brakes on your car. I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
It's true.
I'm trying to tell you. All right, O'Shea, you done evolved a lot, and a lot of guys don't know the importance of evolving. I remember when you first came on YouTube with the content, and you went to more like the dating advice, and now you do more like the celebrity stuff. And a lot of guys don't know the importance of evolving. They stick with the same thing, and then you die if you don't evolve and adapt. You've been able to stay on YouTube like 5-6 years now, and stuff like that. Due to evolving, you ain't doing nothing like what you was doing 4-5 years ago. You totally your lane is totally different now. Talk to the guys about the importance of evolving with growth and changing your lane and stuff like that to stay relevant in business. Anything, guys, in anything. Like if any of you guys own a business or anything like that, I'm telling you right now. How many times y'all done seen Amazon adapt and change things and stuff like that? How many times y'all be on your phone, you like the way things is, and it just changes, like, hey, do this upgrade, because you have to evolve or you gonna die. Look at Blueberry, not the Blueberry, Blackberry. Yeah. You gotta evolve. Talk about speak to the guys particularly about evolving and adapting to survive.
Yeah, I think like one of the things, especially when you're a guy and you're having it your way, you in your time is now, and everybody own you. And you're doing a really good thing, you kind of feel like because it's not just women who lie to themselves, a lot of men lie to themselves. And a lot of men, when they start having an ego, they start to feel that they're really better than what they are. Just like I saw on Family Feud, Steve Harvey asked 100 men, how many of them felt that they were a 10 out of 10 in the bed? You know how many said, you know how many reported they were good?
How many?
All 100.
Wow.
Right. And it could have been true.
Right.
So a lot of times when a guy hits a level where they're doing a little bit above average, they just feel a little bit invincible. But the thing is that you have a lot of smart and talented guys out there in the world, whatever field you're in, especially if you're in America. You're talking about guys who don't sleep. You're talking about, guys coming from, Nigeria, guys from China, guys from, the white community, and even the black community. People are smart and they're dedicated, and they're going to see what you're doing, and you might even be the one that motivate them.
Right.
To say like, oh shit, because I remember when you was a subscriber and you was commenting, right?
Right.
We didn't know that you was going to, and then you came in and then you beat us at our own game. To be honest, if you want to talk about it, I mean, that's what you did. And now you got young guys and guys coming up under the game that's watching you. So in order to stay relevant, you have to, number one is you got to build a community around what you do. What am I talking about? Look at Alpha Male Strategies series he has right now. So he and I'm using you as an example. He's staying relevant by what? He had Kevin Samuels on last week. This week is me. Next week is me doing a tutorial. So he's like, oh shit. Well, you know what? I'm going to make sure that y'all don't catch up. Y'all don't have access to these guys like I do. So this is my way to be even more relevant, and I'm gonna be able to put out more content. And the thing about it is you help a lot of guys, even me offline. Guys got to have a network of guys who are talented, because you're the one that got me to do. I joined my SEP IRA because of you. I got my index funds because of you. And I would never have thought that way if I wasn't talking to you. So if you can't advance, if you don't have other guys that's advanced, like Alpha Male Strategy is doing better than me on Patreon. So I'm not going to be able to do better on Patreon if I don't have no help somebody doing better on Patreon. So you have to position yourself to be valuable enough to a group so that you have other friends. And a lot of guys are threatened by talented friends. Don't be threatened by that, because you need talented friends and talented people that are doing better than you or on the same level, so you can keep getting tips. And everybody, even Kevin Samuels. I'm the one that brought Kevin Samuels into YouTube. I'm getting tips from him now.
Right, exactly. That's what you got to be open-minded to that.
I mean, Black YouTube, not YouTube, but yeah. So a lot of guys have to focus on, once you start doing well, then you got to start building that community around you. You can't be out here by yourself. You need those friends. You need those people that's cool. You can't work with everybody, but you pick the ideas and you keep those contacts. And you keep that to be fresh, and you keep doing favors for them, and vice versa. That's how you stay on top.
Damn, that's smart. You there, O'Shea? You there?
I'm trying to be like you, man. I'm trying to get that money, man.
Now, one of the most inspirational videos you made maybe 2 years ago, you was talking about 1 year can change your life. And that video, I ain't never forgot that video. That you was basically speaking on how you just started your YouTube channel. And I got like a similar story, O'Shea, where I made a post on Instagram about how I was sitting in my car, just came back from Costco, and I went in and made my How to Prevent Flakes video, right? And so you were speaking on how one day you just started your channel and you made that video detailing it about how 1 year can change your life. Speak to the guys about how guys who are in a bad situation now or not a favorable situation now, how they could change their life so quick if they just put their mind to it. For example, I just was in a club, and a guy who knows me from YouTube, he might be watching this screen right now, and he was in there and he was basically talking about his struggles and stuff like that. And he didn't know where to start, because the hardest thing is to just start. Right. Just whatever you want to do. If you want to be, he was talking about he wanted to become a personal trainer. You can tell you follow me too, because he's talking about he wanted to be a personal trainer. He wanted to do security, right? And a lot of guys just have a hard time putting one foot in front of the other and just starting. Right. Talk to guys about how to put that foot in front of the other and just get started and stop procrastinating on it.
Right. Like they used to say in the South, stop tearing, don't tear. Right.
Exactly.
A lot of guys, just like you, I'm gonna use you again, because I used to hear you say, man, I used to hear these dating channels, man. I used to be like, I could do that, but you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna grow fast. I'm gonna just see what, just go ahead and start. Right. A lot of guys have to be able, because two things for sure in life. One is you're gonna die. And the second is, if you don't do it your way, you're going to definitely do it my way. You're going to do it somebody else's way. You're going to be at Costco working. You're going to be at Pepsi. You're not going to write your own ticket. Nobody's going to write your ticket for you in your own benefit. Right. You got to write your own ticket. So a lot of guys have to say, you know what do I really want from my life? Do I want to be punching the clock for somebody else? Or do I want to be like alpha male strategy, shining my jewelry and stuff? You know what I mean? I mean, what do I really want to do? You know what I mean?
Right.
And now you have the ability to be able to live anywhere in the world, man. So do I. As black guys, you know, our parents, grandparents were sharecroppers in the South. You know, they would have never been able to think that we could do what they're doing now. But now you have the ability. Every man can say, I want to do this. I can write my own ticket. It's going to sacrifice me a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But it don't matter because at the end of that, I'm going to come out on top. And a lot of young men today are out here procrastinating, worried about what somebody else thinks. And let me tell you about that. Sometimes your parents not going to understand because they've never been there. Your friends ain't going to understand because they've never been there. And that's totally fine. Get around some people who do understand, you know. And as long as you believe it, that's all that matters. You know, because I went to Africa for 13 times. People tell me you can't do nothing in Africa. But shit, I believe it's all that matter. It don't matter if you believe it or not. So just start. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. But the thing about it is, and appreciate those small steps, you know, because you're making progress, and it might not be where you get, but appreciate those little moments where you can be like, you know what, I'm doing better, and everybody can't see when you're doing better. Right. But you know when you're doing better. You know when you're making improvements. And a lot of guys make improvement. Well, I'm not making that, so I'm gonna quit. No, keep at it, because the situation is, if you don't make them improvements, you're gonna be working for somebody else. Right. You know, you're gonna be a beta male. Right. So do what you're supposed to do. A lot of guys cut their talent short. You got the talent, man. Go all the way. If you fail, that's at least you tried. You can always go back and try again. Every time you try, you get closer.
Damn, that's good, O'Shea. That's so good. One last question, O'Shea, because I know you got to get back to them big fat women. But
no, man. I can stay as long as you want me to, man. But you know, it depends on you.
Okay. Speak on this right here, O'Shea, because you got like the hardest work ethic I ever seen. Becoming a doctor is enough work by itself, and a lot of guys don't know this because you pretty much just make the celebrity stuff. But back in the day, you would do 3-4 live streams in a day sometimes. Hour and a half, 2 hours, live streams, at least 2 a day sometimes. Just go live. Then on top of that, you would do normal content, and while you in med school. I want to speak to guys on how to develop that type of work ethic. That's that Steve Harvey type work ethic, where it's like work 20 hours a day, sleep 4 hours a day, maybe. Speak to the guys about developing that work ethic and how to stay focused.
Well, I mean, then the thing is number one, what is it you want for yourself? And once you know what you want for yourself, then you're going to have to be, because a lot of guys and even some women, you ask guys, where do you want to be? I want to be here. How are you going to get there? Well, so they don't have no quantifiable measure of how they're going to do it. Right. So you don't know how much time it's going to take you to do it, how long it's going to take you to do it, what you need to do every day to get there. I have a goal for myself. And it's, it's when I know what it is. I know what the dollar amount is. I know what the skill set needs to be. So every day I know that people, especially my mom and my grandparents, and people died for me to be here. Right. So I'm not going to let them down. And when I got here in medical school, I said the only way I was leaving here is in a box. Okay. So it's either that or dying for me. Right. So a lot of guys, until you get there and understand that you're a man, nobody going to help you. You can't do. Nobody gonna go fund for you. Women ain't gonna help you do anything. That's one thing you need to know. As men, the society is not set up to help you. There's so many homeless men out there in Skid Row with PhDs and things like that. Men have to really get out here and work and try to help each other. So once you understand that that's it, and some of y'all parents is poor, so you can't get no money from them. So you ain't got no choice but to work, right? And you got no choice but to build what you're gonna need to do. So once you develop that, and if you're a young guy, do it now. Like alpha male strategies, let me tell you like this. If you guys ever ask him some questions on Patreon, ask him about his retirement ideas, if he even will tell you.
I made videos on it.
Made videos on it, okay. Because you know what? If you're a young guy right now, man, alpha male strategy is probably one of the better guys to follow, because nobody talks about these things. You can work hard right now when you're young, man. And by the time you get our age, you might be already set, right? So work hard when you're able, when you're young, and you can have, your later years to do something else, free yourself up. So that's what you need to do. you work hard right now, enjoy the struggle. If it's something you love to do, it's great. But if the thing is, no one's gonna do it but you. If you don't do it, nobody else for sure ain't gonna do it. Your wife ain't gonna do it. Your mama not gonna do it. And for me, I like getting up whenever I want to get up. Except for class, I like to being able to go out to the bank and and get $50,000 if I need to, and don't hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Damn, so that's good, brother. That's good. A lot of guys so much have a hard time. And this is, I want to ask you this, O'Shea, because as a man who makes money to stay focused with that work ethic and stuff like that, how do you keep your mind off of women? Because that's the distraction, right? A lot of guys are not lazy. It's the fact that, okay, they can keep their mind off women for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but at some point, maybe you got a girlfriend, or maybe you just want the female companionship. How do you stay focused to do that? To say, screw the women. Because it's easy for me and you. We old, our hormones ain't what they was when we was 18, 19.
Let's keep it real, yeah.
So for an 18-year-old guy who busts a hole in his mattress every night, how do we tell this guy, hey man, stay focused, leave the girls alone, and stay on your grind? What's your message to that young guy?
Well, it's easier. It's hard, right?
Exactly.
Because I can't sit here and say, because I'm 39 and my testosterone ain't what it was 13, 15 years ago. So it's easier now. But I will tell you, like my granddad used to always tell me when I was coming up. He says 2 things always gonna be here: water and women. Okay. And that's the 2 things, and that's gonna always be here. And I know that it's hard, and especially at that age, women are looking at the best they're ever gonna look. But I dare you to ask yourself one question: do I love myself more than I want to be with her? Who do you love more? Right? Because if at the end of the day, if you love yourself and your future more than them, then it becomes more easier to choose what you're going to do. Because if you love yourself more than any woman, then you're going to do what's best for you and make the decisions for you outside of them. If you can't make that and ask that question as a young man, then you don't really love yourself.
Right.
Then whatever me and him tell you ain't gonna matter. But once you make the decision to say, I love myself more than I love anybody else, I love her, I love whatever, then I can go ahead and focus on what I'm doing. Because remember, it's about you. It's about your life, because when you die, you're gonna have to get in that box by yourself, right? And when that credit card bill comes, it's in your name, right? And so when people won't help you, it's you. So who do you love more? Who are you gonna bet on? Are you gonna bet on yourself or somebody else? Now at that point, it becomes more of a logical thing. Okay, she is not helping me do X and X and X. So therefore, it's easier for me to detach from her because she's not on this plan.
Right.
Men have to ask questions that require logic. And the logic is she involved in my personal plan? Like, write out on the paper, write the things that you want to do. Is dating that lady one of those things that helps you do that? So the answer is no. So then you have to go back and keep reading that. Keep going back and forth for that. Like look at it on paper if you don't understand it. Look at it. It takes some time. But if you keep looking at it and looking at it and looking at it and telling yourself that, then it makes sense.
Right. Damn, O'Shea. That's good, man. That's pretty damn good, philosopher. Let me ask you this, O'Shea. I want you to settle this debate here, because this has been going along with the black community for a long time, and we all gonna go back to Africa, and that's the old phrase. So you've been there. I've never been there. Is Africa a better place for black people? Everything financially, rights wise, everything. Would you advise anybody that can really move to Africa, black people, to move to Africa? Would you advise that that's a good idea? What would you say to that? If I told you, O'Shea, I want to move to Africa, what would you advise me? What would you tell me? Yay or nay?
Yeah, because you're an entrepreneur, so you're smart. You would do well.
Okay.
Because there's opportunities that you can get into, and Africa is for, if there's 2 different kinds of crowds. A person who's already retired.
Right.
So they've already have a pension and they already have savings and they can go, it doesn't matter where they live.
Right.
If you're a younger person, our age and younger. Okay, now you're a person that needs to earn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question becomes, how does my skill sets translate to where I'm at now?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how they do business. You don't understand the culture of business there because it's different than in the States.
Right.
So then that takes some time to understand how things work. And is your industry available there? And if so, how long does it take you to get acclimated?
Right.
If you're a person that is a successful entrepreneur in the United States, or you're pretty good, then the chances are then you'll be able to go and replicate that. It might be a little bit harder, but that sense of understanding how business works is good. If you're a person who is not an entrepreneur and you're young, then if you go to you could get eaten a lot. You would need to have understanding of how business works, how to discover talent, how does the monetization there work, how much stuff do you need, how much infrastructure do you need? Because there's no Best Buy or Walmart or does your business depend on electronics? So it depends on somebody who is pretty much already doing well in America, that's already talented in America and already understands how business works and can build friends and can build relationships and can train people. Because when you're in Africa, you're not, or any country, you're not only the CEO, you're the trainer, you're the developer, you're scouting talent, you're handling all those hats at the same time.
Right.
As well as, so the only thing you should be learning is how business culture works there.
Okay.
Versus, okay, I'm trying to learn a whole entire new business and the culture of Nigeria and the culture of Ghana. That's too much. So the only person that can move to the continent of Africa is somebody who's a good entrepreneur.
Got you. Makes sense. So you basically saying that if you ain't got the entrepreneur mindset that it's not a good idea.
It's going to be it'll be difficult for you until you develop that. And then, like I said, you need to keep going back and forth and kind of see what you need and go back and forth. And then you need to have people that you can trust there and stuff. But there's a lot of things that depends on that kind of transition. But just to move over there to say kumbaya, that's stupid, right? Because you would not do well.
But you don't need to make too much money over there like you do over here. So you probably can get away with a little less over there.
You can get away with a little less, but I mean, shit. I mean, we as entrepreneurs, man, we're in the business to make money, right?
Oh, I'm gonna make money. Yeah.
We in the business to be making money. It's about being. It's fun, right? So we're in the business to do the best we can.
That's more money for tricking,
right? And you know what I'm talking about.
All right, O'Shea, what you going? O'Shea doing starting up the Brother Pill. What night you gonna be doing that on, O'Shea?
Man, we ghetto, man. We gonna pick one night.
We pick a day whenever I ain't too tired, whenever I ain't been tricking too long. We just
whenever we got two rules. Whenever Alpha Male Strategies is not live, and definitely whenever Kevin Samuels is not live.
Definitely.
So I gotta find.
My rule is whenever Kevin not live. So that's how
I remember that used to be the rule for you. We used to make sure like Alpha Male Strategies live. No, nigga, we ain't gonna do it now. What time are y'all? And you be having the streams going for 3 hours. Man, we be sitting up there waiting on you to end.
Man, that was a different time. Back in those times where if you had 2,400 people online, you were doing good. Now you feel like, man, I'm losing it.
31,000 people and stuff like that, bro. That's crazy.
30. Last time I saw him was over 30, man. Shout out my man Kevin Samuels, our brother, man. All right, O'Shea, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna get to answering some of these questions, man. You cleared up a lot of stuff, man. You settled about 3 debates tonight, brother. I appreciate you coming through, sliding through, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming. Let me come through. Shout out to the whole AMS, man. Y'all got a really good crowd over here. I'm gonna be in the super chat and stuff, man. Trying to trick it off, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, O'Shea.
Peace, family.
Be good, bro.
Hey, thank you for all the advice you gave me, bro. I'm gonna say that publicly, man. You really have helped me, and a lot of YouTubers, man. A lot of people don't know, but the brother has really helped me personally with a lot of things, and he had to do that. But I thank him for being a really good man, and helping a lot of guys with just certain advice. Just he didn't have to do it, so I thank you so much.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. You done help me too, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll call you later.
Peace, family.
All right, bro. Be good. All right, guys. Let's get to the questions. All right.
Oh, shoot them first.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You back?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself? What you got going on tonight?
I got 4 questions today. I got masculine frame questions, and I have what if scenarios on dates questions.
Okay.
So obviously I'm a little guy, right? And I'm not the handsome 6 foot tall guy. So
I don't like that mindset. I don't like that mindset. See, I don't like when you say that, that's how you gonna act. That's how you're gonna act like that. So your thoughts when you with her, that's how you're gonna act. You see what I'm saying? So you can't think like that.
But I'm taller than most dwarves, though, so I do kind of have that energy going on.
Okay.
But let's be real here. When girls look at me, they just probably gonna think, beta male provider right there, unless he starts talking and he changes my mind. So how I make up for it is trying to be funny. But I've seen a few of your videos saying like always holding your masculine frame. So my question is, how do I like throw in like some little like haha jokes here but still maintaining my masculine frame without looking like their little pet monkey?
Well, the thing is, if you supposed to do them, I can be naturally funny and I can say a funny thing, but the difference is the line is when you enter the joke too. So like me, theoretically say, if I say something funny, she can laugh, but I really won't laugh. See, that's when you go into that line where it's starting to get goofy. And typically what I've seen in the past, when I would say something funny and I would laugh at it too, it would go to, boy, you so silly, or something like that. Now you feel childish, right? Don't nothing make a man stand up quicker than a woman saying, boy, you so silly. I hate that shit. A woman can say I'm funny or something like that, but I hate when she says I'm silly. And usually that silly is when I'm laughing at the joke also. Just let her do her thing. If she want to laugh, she can laugh. I'm pretty funny and I say funny things, but I don't enter the joke with her. You see what I'm saying? Right. So, and I'm not a try hard. It's just like a natural thing. So if it's in the flow of the conversation, then it makes sense. But like if, say, for instance, y'all are talking about something directly different, right? And you just feel like a need to say something funny, as in you're finna be a try hard to get her to like you. That's unattractive. Right. Because now you turning into that entertainer. It's much different than something that just funny come from with the flow of you talking to her, opposed to, okay, she's been quiet for 30 seconds. I think she's losing interest. I think I need to say something funny. Do you get that? I mean, sometimes, yeah. That's a self-esteem issue. That's a confidence issue. Whenever a man starts to enter that entertainer mindset, that's a confidence issue. And women know it. It's not like they're oblivious to what you're doing. So a woman be quiet and stuff like this right here, and all of a sudden you feel a need to say something funny or touch her. She knows your confidence is slipping, as in you thinking she's losing interest. So you got to be keen upon those type of things, that when you're trying to make something funny and be funny for no reason, and physical touching whenever she enters a quiet stage. Right. So in other words, to answer your question, I know I talked for like 10 minutes, but to answer your question, if it's in the flow of things, it's fine. As long as you're not laughing at yourself, because now that makes you look childish and immature. Yeah, I had a friend like that, and it was just so cringy when he would do it. Right, exactly. It's just better if it goes in the flow of what's going on. Don't be a try hard, and don't be sitting there cracking up laughing at your own stuff, because then it makes you look immature. Right. And not trying to. I got you. Let me explain to you like this. Imagine if I said something on here funny on you. Okay, so think of my videos where I said something funny, right? And then imagine right behind me saying something funny. I was like, you'll be like, this silly motherfucker. Oh, you're cutting out for me. Yeah, you'll be like, this silly, immature motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So that's the point. What I'm trying to say, put yourself in the woman's eyes, that if I was on here saying something funny, and then right behind saying something funny, I'm cracking up laughing at my own self. Now I just look childish and stupid. Right. All right. You pretty much answered my second question from the first question. You want me to just ask you anyways just for shits and giggles? Yeah, go ahead. So if AMS woke up tomorrow from being 6'5" to 4'5", like let's just say one chance in hell, he just became a little person overnight. How would you maintain yourself in a masculine frame? Like, oh shit, like all the ladies used to love me for being 6'5". Now I lost 2 feet on me. Now what do I do? See, that's a hypothetical question. It's hard to answer that, because the reason I say that, my little people friends, like when they're struggling with women. Right. So the issue with that would be mentally. That's why it's such a hard question, because mentally I was just 6'5". It's just like telling a guy who got $1 billion, hypothetically, if you woke up tomorrow and you was homeless, how would you, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of dramatic, but let's just hypothetically say I was born that way. And so you say you're 4'5"?
I'm not 4'5". I'm 4'11".
4'11". So that's close enough. If it's me, I'm 5 feet. Goddamn, I'm rounding up. Goddamn,
Yeah.
I better not be no 4'11". I'm like, I'm 5 feet. It sounds a lot better. So let's just take it from that perspective that I've been dealing with this all my life, right? So let's just say that. And this is the issue. I know it's a disadvantage. I know it's a disadvantage. I'm not finna sit up here and act like, oh, well, man, it's all in your head and you gotta, you know, blah, blah, blah. Man, I done heard women who 5'2" want men 6 feet tall. And so I get that. So what? So this is the issue. What I say to you, what we gonna do about it? See, this is when I talk to guys, and guys are throwing stuff at me. And my question to you is, what we gonna do about it? So that's the hand you're dealt, and that's not changing. So what are we gonna do about it? Well, goddamn it, I'm finna become the richest, most powerful motherfucker that I possibly can. That's what, because what you're gonna do is another dating coach is gonna say, oh, well, it's all in you. They are so full of shit. They need to have their ass whooped. I can sit up here and tell you from my perspective, I have told girls that was like 5'4", 5'5", that wanted to date guys that was 6'2", 6'3". And I'm like, man, I feel sorry for short guys. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And so I get that. But the thing is, as men, luckily, all our value is not in the physical. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not all in the physical. So there's something that you can do about it. So that would be, if that was the issue with me, I probably would already be a billionaire, probably. If that was, I'm just being honest with you. With me being that, one of the reasons why, as far as me early in my life and stuff like that, I could get women when I was broke. Even when I was in the basement, I could get women when I was broke. So getting money to make myself more attractive was never a motivation for me, because I never needed it. But as I can sit here and tell you now, as a guy that's 5 feet tall, I'm not even gonna bullshit you. It's gonna be tough all your life. It is. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a fuck what no dating coach gonna go tell you. You need to work on your talk game. Man, shut the fuck up. That's why they get no views right now. That's why nobody watch them now. Because anybody who hears that know you're full of shit. And I'm never gonna tell you that. So it's more imperative that you become the best version of yourself.
Right.
Literally. It's imperative that maybe I can get away, or another guy who's 6'4", 6'5" can get away with a little bit more than you. But a guy like you definitely can't be overweight. You definitely can't make $20K a year. You can't get away with that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I get what you're saying.
You have to definitely control the things you can control. You can't control your height, but I can control my body weight, right? I can control my body weight, and I can control how much money I make. That I can control. So I'm gonna make myself the best version of myself in the things that I can control. Or you can just sit around and bitch and complain that I'm short and nobody likes short guys, blah, 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 blah. But I can tell you right now, if you was making $1 million a year and you was 10% body fat, I would like your chances a lot better than you making 30K a year and 30% body fat. That's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. Guys going to say, well, what about the talk game? And what about the mouthpiece and the mouthpiece and the mouthpiece? When it's certain variables in the dating game that you don't even get to use your mouthpiece, because women don't even hear you if you don't meet certain standards of looks requirements and financial requirements. It's everything you say after that. If you look like a guy that don't make no money or got no money, or you look like a guy that just, you don't meet her height requirements or her body fat requirements or her physical facial features requirement, she doesn't hear nothing you say, right? So on most women's standards, 95% of the women, you're not gonna meet their height requirement, right?
Nope.
So you just not. You're right. Most women would be okay with dating a guy who's 5'7", 5'8". That's short, but most women but you're shorter than that. So you gotta make sure it's more imperative that the things you can control, you really gotta be on point. So how much money do you make a year?
Really just depends. Probably I want to say shot in the dark, probably under 30,000.
Yeah, see that's the issue. That's the issue right there. See, that's the issue. That's the biggest issue right there. You can't pull. You're not gonna be able to get away with that.
I'm not.
The Rock can get away with that. If The Rock right now made 30K a year, I guarantee you he'd still be banging chicks.
Yep.
If he looked like that. But you're not gonna be able to get away with that. Some other line ass dating coach might tell you be able to get away with that, but I'm not gonna tell you no bull crap like that. You can't get away with that. You can't get away with being 30% body fat. You can't. So you gotta work on the things. What do you do for a living?
Right now I just do Postmates, and then I make a little money here and there from TikTok, but it's really not what I want to say. It's not a promising salary. It goes up. It'll be up one day, then it goes down like the next week.
So what's our plan? What's
figuring out my purpose more, hitting the gym, because I really want to do TikTok and make that my full-time career. Okay. So right now I feel like I just should be hitting the gym and losing that pound, so I look more aesthetically pleasing to get more followers. Because I feel like that's probably the reason why I plateaued. Because like a lot of people follow me because I'm funny, but I know in fact they're not following me because I'm Mr. Handsome Devil either. Right. But I think my following, social media is the thing. People follow more people that are more attractive. If some guy was the same amount as funny as me, they'd be following him more and thirsting over him as well. So right now I feel like I should be hitting the gym, and I'm thinking about getting my forklifting license in case that falls through. And yeah.
So let me ask you this. Let's put the TikTok thing aside, right?
Right.
Because that's a long shot. I'm talking about some substantial that we can put on paper that like you can make some money with TikTok, or you want to be a YouTube and stuff. We can do that on the side, and if it builds, fine. But we're not gonna put all our eggs in TikTok, right? We're not gonna do that. So what are we doing? Because I don't want you living on a hope and a prayer on some TikTok fantasy stuff. More than likely, that's probably not gonna work out, right? So it probably will, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking to you like if I was your father right now, and you came to me talking about some goddamn TikTok, I'll kick you in your ass talking about some damn TikTok. Now, if you was my father and you, like I said, son, what are you gonna do? And you start talking about some, I'm gonna do TikTok, I'll kick you dead in your ass right there and there. So the point I'm trying to say is, what's our goal or something that more substantial, that's more guaranteed than TikTok?
Finding a trade.
Who?
Getting a trade, a skill, a trade.
What kind?
I was thinking about getting my forklift certification.
So you gotta go a little bit higher than that, because you only a forklift certification. You can get some wino off the street and teach them how to drive a forklift by lunchtime. So you need something that's a real skill. That's not a real skill. I could if I was in a factory with you right now, I could teach you how to drive a forklift in an hour. That's anything that I could teach you that fast is not going to pay a whole lot of money. You get what I'm saying? If it's that easy to teach, it's not going to pay a whole lot of money. You need something that's a real actionable skill that's going to take some time for you to learn. That's what's going to put you in that, after you done paid your dues, that's something that's going to put you in that 6-figure category. And that's going to help you a lot more, so that when you do meet women, because even you meet women, right? You meet women, but see, then you get disqualified because the woman said, okay, he was nice and he was funny and I gave him a chance. And then I found out he's fucking around with TikTok and he ain't got shit going on for himself. So you think that you're losing these women due to masculine frame. And I say you losing these women to these women are not seeing you as somebody that has his shit together. More than, I guarantee you that if you had more your shit more together, I guarantee you that masculine frame will come a whole lot easier. Listen, I would be a dancing monkey if I was 5 feet tall and I made 30K a year, because in my head I would be thinking that's the only way I can keep this woman is to be her entertainer. I know that she's probably got better candidates. I'll become a dancing monkey and hope that I can make her laugh enough that she finds me attractive. That's the natural course of things. When a guy doesn't feel confident in his abilities and what he has to offer, the only thing left is to go to being an entertainer. You see what I'm saying? It's subconscious. You're not even thinking about it. Since I don't have anything, I'm gonna make her laugh and she'll like me because that's what the movies tell me, which I can tell you right now is bullshit. Right?
Yep, all movies are bullshit.
Right. So that's what if you asking me what my advice for you to be tonight, brother, I would say you need to get on your purpose hard. If you don't, you're gonna go through a life of this shit. And I'm trying to give you actionable things that you can do to get going. Not some fantasy, not finna give you no book that on mouthpiece and all this other bullshit. You know, man, don't even get me started on these clowns, but because they will see what I'm saying to you right now, and they will give you some fantasy bullshit and they can shut the hell up. You know, they just so full of shit. I already know, bro. So just become the best version of your things and things that you can got to control over. You don't got to control over your height, but you do got to control over your finances. You do got to control over your body weight. That's gonna make you as attractive as you possibly can be. That's all you can do, and then the masculine frame come more natural.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right, bro.
I have 2 more questions if you have time.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I remember I was hanging out with one of my girls maybe about a month ago, and she came down for like a weekend, and she got a hotel and everything, and we spent the day together. And I remember I said something a little sarcastic, and it went and pissed her off, and she went silent for like a good 2 hours, and it just made the whole situation awkward.
At your house?
No. We were driving around. We were going to the beach, then the swap meet, and then to the store. And then during the car ride, she would just be really quiet because I opened my mouth a little too much, and I would ask her "What's wrong?" Nothing. Are you okay? I'm fine. Are you hungry? I don't know.
That's you. First of all, this is what it sounds like to me. I'm just putting myself inside the woman's head. This almost sounds like she don't want to be there, but she's just there because you're something to do. It don't sound like she's really that interested. And that's what it's when. So it's like she got an attitude for nothing is basically what you're telling me, right? So in my past experiences, when I've had an attitude with a woman for no apparent reason, usually it was because I didn't want to be there, but I didn't really know how to tell her I didn't want to be there. Or maybe I was there because I had nothing else better to do, but I didn't want to be there. But really, I didn't really like her like that. She just being there was annoying. But maybe I had like a scarcity mindset and felt like, well, it's better than nothing. So when somebody, if you ever be with a woman that you really don't like, you'll notice that you just it's real snappy. She'll be like, what's wrong? Well, bitch, I don't want you. That's kind of what's wrong. But the scarcity mindset makes you feel like, well, it's better than nothing. So when you see that, this is why when you hang around women that don't have an interest in you and stuff like that, that's why you got to have the abundance mindset and move on. Whenever you see a woman that just got an attitude for nothing, it really wasn't. I didn't hear nothing you said that make me think that it was something you did. It seemed like you did started having insecurities and started asking insecurity questions. When you ask the woman what's wrong when she's quiet, that's annoying as fuck. So let's just hypothetically say nothing was wrong, right? And she just quiet and chilling. And then you like, what's wrong? Do I gotta fucking talk 24/7? I can't just sit here in peace. And so your insecurities are fucking making me annoying, asking me what's wrong. Nothing wrong. Just shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think about something, So I've had girls ask me that shit, and really nothing is wrong. What's wrong is you annoying the fuck out of me asking me these stupid ass questions. You see what I'm saying? So don't ask those insecurity questions or whatever. So you got 2 situations. Either your insecurity questions that you have that are causing insecurities in you to cause her to ask her that shit is pissing her off, which it would piss me off too if I'm just being quiet for a second and you ask me what's wrong, or she's really pissed off for no reason and her interest is not there, but she's just there. So you got either 2 situations. You need to lose the insecurities, right? And if it's not the insecurities, you need to remove yourself from around women like that who are really not interested in being there, not acting feminine and fun. Why are you there? See, if a woman acted like that with me and I was hanging out with her, she wouldn't get another date.
True.
So that needs to be the last date. That needs to be the last date. I'm assuming that if it wasn't your insecurities that was causing the issue.
Well, was showing really high interest throughout the whole day, and then I just said something a little sarcastic. I was annoyed about something. I forgot what the situation was, and then I killed the whole vibe right there. And that's when she went silent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So it probably was more it probably was more of her.
Yeah.
See, when a woman don't got no interest in you, you do the simplest little thing and she's just pissed off for no fucking reason. That's the thing. When you could say, man, the sky's blue, and she pissed out. Why the sky blue? Blah blah blah. Because she really not interested. That's what you'll notice from women when they really not interested. The least little thing you do pisses them the fuck off. And you could say something real big that really should piss a girl off, but when she really like you, it's funny to her. So you see what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So all these are indicative of her interest level. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. If I'm gonna be honest with you, brother, if I'm you, I'm just gonna leave dating alone for a while. I need to get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
You need to drop some pounds, and because you short, right? So like me, I can get away with being a little overweight because it's spread out, over 6'4", 6'5". When you 5 feet, when you that short, it makes you look even fatter because it's in such a small frame.
Yeah, and 5 pounds looks like it's 20 pounds.
Right, exactly. So you need to make sure you become the best version of yourself. I'm probably just going to work on myself. If you don't take none of that, that's what I would do, brother. I would leave all the dating shit alone and just for the next year or two, at least next year, and just focus on myself. If you can do a date on the weekend just for a little stress relief or something like that, but you don't even got to. You can just have a hobby that you go and do, hang with friends. It ain't even got to be with women. It can just be a hobby or something, but you need to become the best version of yourself.
Right. All right. I have one more question, then I'll let you go.
Go ahead, brother.
I know you said in your videos before about staying in mystery and how I'm always wondering about you on what your hobbies are and stuff. Mm-hmm. But how do I stay in mystery if she keeps asking a lot of questions? Like, so what do you do? What's your favorite show? What's your favorite movie? What do you do on your free time? How do I still stay in mystery without answering all of her questions, not being rude?
Well, you answer her questions, but you're not giving it away freely. She's asking what I'm talking about is when a guy say a woman said, so what do you do? And then a guy said, well, I'm a welder, and my dad's a janitor, and my mom's a nurse. And I was raised in Wisconsin. Like a woman asks you one question, and it takes a dude down a fucking rabbit hole where he done told her his whole life story. She asked one goddamn question. So like when we say remain a mystery, we mean keep it to that. Don't go down a rabbit hole. Don't let her ask you one thing. So what happened between you and your ex? Well, we kind of grew apart, and the girl before her, she kind of broke my heart, and the girl before her, she asked one fucking question, and an hour later, you still spilling your guts about shit she didn't even ask. You see what I'm saying? So if she asks you something, answer that, but don't start blabbing off at the mouth where an hour later, you still running your fucking mouth. You see what I'm saying? Just keep it to that and try to be as indiscreet as you can. Don't be just everything out. Sometimes, and I've done this in the past, especially when I'm drinking, woman asks you one question. 2 hours later, I'm still blabbing my fucking mouth about everything that done happened in my life. She asked one fucking question. So that's what we mean by remain a mystery. Just she gonna ask certain questions, but don't go down that rabbit hole.
Right. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem, bro.
All right. Take care.
All right, bro. Yeah, guys, do not go down that rabbit hole. When women ask you a question or anything like that, the live chat is on members only. Who is that? Who said that? Billy Ben. It's members only chat. That's why it's dead. And I did it because I don't want the guys who come on here show their face. They brave enough to show their face, and then people talking shit the whole goddamn show. What's up, bro?
AMS, I don't believe it. What's up?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up? Well, first of all, do you hear me? My mic is on point?
Yep.
Okay, cool. First of all, I just wanted to thank you so much. I still remember your face showing on my YouTube feed 2 years and a half ago. I was in the basement, living some kind of similar life, and your story just touches me like you don't believe it.
Right.
Anyway, so I was wondering, are you gonna someday talk about your life, what you was doing, like when you was doing the comedy show? What were you talking about, and why did you abandon this this life?
I think most guys, I know you probably like, man, I ain't watching all them goddamn videos, but I think most guys who've been following me from the beginning, they pretty much over all those videos, I kind of explained. I even got one video, if you ever seen it, the name of it is, shit, the consequence. I can't think of it, but I got one video where I was detailing all that shit. But anyway, with the comedy shit back in the day, I know I done said this in a couple of videos, but back in the day, I wasn't willing to pay dues with anything. And so I would start something and I'll be gung-ho for it for about a month. And then after I ain't became a superstar in a month, I would quit. Right. So I would start so many things. And that's the thing where I try to teach guys. I done started so many things back in the past. I actually went to college and everything. Stayed about a semester out. Went to Job Corps, stayed about a month out. That was my life story with everything in my life, where I would just start something. A month later, I would be so full of all this passion when I start. A month later, after I ain't became rich doing it, I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. And so the importance is, I probably could have made it big in the comedy shit, but the thing was, I wasn't willing to pay the dues. And I quickly realized when I was doing the comedy shit, I was like, man, you mean to tell me I might actually be in front of 10, 50? That's how you start out with the comedy, right? You're in front of 10 people in a fucking barbershop on stage doing stand-up, and there's 10 people there, right? And you don't get paid. And you don't get paid. And so I'm like, man. And then the guy who I was working for, he would want me to travel 2 hours, because it'd be in a small town, right? So he would want me to travel 2 hours on my dime, on my gas, not get paid to come do comedy for free. And then I got to drive back home 2 hours on my gas, not got paid. And that's the thing with comedians. They have to do all that shit. They have to pay those dues like that, right? And I was just like, man, I did that shit for about maybe 2 months. I was like, the hell with this shit. And then he would want me, I done did the construction all week, right? Done bust my ass on the construction, right? Then on Friday, that's when the comedy shows would be going on. Then he want me to travel 2 hours on Friday after I done bust my ass all week. So I got to go spend my Friday night traveling to fucking 2 hours away to do a comedy show and not get paid. After I just done bust my ass doing the construction all week. Oh, man, damn this shit.
Did your comedy already was talking about women? Or what the fuck were you talking about when you was doing the comedy stuff?
I had this little skit, because you do the same skit, right? So you when you start a comedy show, it's not like you have to come up with a different skit every time. You come out with like a 10-15 minute skit, and you perform that same skit at different spots. So I had this little joke about the grandmother reneging at playing cards. I was talking about some shit about, I can't quite remember, this so damn long, I'm about 15, but I think I had some shit about, I can't remember exactly what the joke was, but it was something about eating pussy, some bullshit. I can't remember all the joke, but I remember I was on my legs, on my knees, crawling. It was a good little skit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was a good little skit. So it was really funny, but I can't remember all of that. I had a pretty good skit though. I remember that.
And do you plan to write some kind of book or some kind of story when you teach, when you tell all your story, like I grew up there, this, that's happened to me, that where it led me to the dating scene, stuff like that, something that we can relate? Are you planning to do this kind of stuff?
I don't know. We'll see. If I become famous enough, of course people gonna want to know that. I don't think nobody really care about that. But let's just hypothetically say I blow up like Steve Harvey, and I think 1 million people will want to know what I was doing in my teenage years and 20s or something. Then hell yeah, if I think the demand is there, hell yeah, why not?
I'm still waiting for that basketball stories.
Yeah, bro. If the man is there, I might think about it.
Okay, I have a question about dating.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have rotation, and I have some men which I'm not saying that they worship the ground out of me, but we had some kind of discussion. I say, yeah, I'm dating and blah blah. I'm from Europe. I'm from France. I think you can hear it. So blah blah blah, and some kind of way they are testing me about rotation. I say, okay, I'm dating, do what the fuck you want, okay? But I don't want to hear, just respect me, respect like the moment we're living together and stuff. And by the fact that they know that I'm seeing some other women, they are doing some testy shit, like, maybe, some other man is watching me or whatever, but they are probably doing nothing, or okay, because I think they are really attached to me. How do you react when some kind of women continue to get on the nerves? I left, I say, okay, get the fuck out of here, or I'm out, blah, blah, blah. I punish them. I do all the sweet taste of everything and stuff. And so in some way, they are continuing to do this kind of stuff. How do you react when they're getting tasty, not tasty, testy? And what would you do?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys and tell y'all the truth about this right here, this testing and stuff like this. The more high value you become, the less you see of that. That's what I've seen. The more, I repeat that, the more high value you become, the more women are willing to tolerate your bullshit, so to speak, right? So basically, you got women in your rotation who are basically complaining about the other women you're dating or something like that, right?
Consciously.
Yes. And so it depends on what kind of testing you're talking about, because you got the disrespectful testing where she's testing and she's being disrespectful, and you got the type where she's testing and she's like telling you about other guys, talking to her and stuff like that. She's trying to show you her options and stuff like that right there, right? And so the thing is, I don't tolerate the disrespect testing, right?
Yeah.
If you say guys are talking to you or stuff like that, I just act like I don't even hear you. What I care. That don't bother me none. I'm not finna wife you up or nothing like that. Put a ring on your finger because you have other guys who want you. They can have your ass. So that's white noise for me, right? I would pay that no attention. And with the disrespectful testing, now I'm finna pull back a little bit. If you've been like if you're when I say disrespectful testing, I'm talking about like, say I said be over my house at 9 and you showed up at 9:30. See, now I'm finna pull back a little bit. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to me. You're disrespecting my time.
This never happens. It's more like some kind of subconscious sentences, to test my confidence, to test if if they are worshiping the ground out of me, they are still testing a little bit to test my confidence.
They not believing you when what you saying. They don't believe you really that tough guy that you claim to be. They not buying that abundance like you claim to be. So I noticed that with women, when they believe you are who you think who you say you are, that testing don't seem to be there. But when they think that there's a weakness in your armor, they have a tendency to test like that. And it's something that they see that you're. And I'm gonna tell you what I've learned in my 41 years of being on this earth dating women and stuff like that right there. At some point, you have to show them. You can do all the talking you want, bro, but at some point, you really need to show them that you really about that abundance mindset like you claim to be. And so if this is me, it don't sound like they fear losing you. You get what I'm saying? A woman has to fear losing you. And if she doesn't, she always gonna be like that. She has to fear losing you. So what I would ask you is, what can you do to put that fear in her to where she fears losing you? Where it's always gonna be pulling back. That's all you got to do with a woman, and they get the message without you saying nothing. You don't text her tonight, hey, I'm about to pull back. You show her with your action.
Yes, I did. You know, so, some women I've seen for years. I pull back, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. They come back. I punish them. Okay, the relation goes over and over, and maybe 4, 5 months later, some kind of test again. You know, and I pull back again.
There you go. But the issue I'm having with you is, why do they keep going through these tests? You keep showing weakness somewhere, brother. It's something you're doing that you keep showing these weaknesses that start be testing back up again, and maybe you're getting too comfortable. Maybe you're losing your masculine frame. But there's definitely something going on. I'm not there, so I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're calling too much or something. Maybe you're responding too fast to their text. It's something you're doing that is.
I know it's my purpose. My purpose takes time. My purpose takes time. I'm a Uber driver, Uber delivery guy, and I'm a musician. So my purpose takes time. I'm kind of, I need it not to be perfect, but I know what needs to be done. It takes time. It takes years. I did some kind of big studio session that I wasn't satisfied, so my music is not published again. I'm still a Uber bicycle driver. I have the potential to be the musician I claim to be, and I am, but it takes time. And I think women, you know, some kind of age, they want something here.
No. I mean, I don't know if you're not giving them no time, but I don't give my women that much time, and they're fine. What I think's going on is you're not pulling back like strong enough. I think, like, I think it's something like that where I typically, if a woman has pissed me off like that, and I pull back, she damn near got to beg me back. And maybe you're just because if once I feel I can't tolerate disrespect, bro. It pisses me off. I can't tolerate it. And so I'll pull back if a woman is pissing me off like that with disrespect and it's being repeated. I would pull back until she damn near come back and beg me back. So that's what you got to do, and you keep it there.
Yeah. Okay. And do you get? I mean, after this, I want to let some time to the other boys, but the infamous Sunday chick. Did you lose her because she was expecting something from you that you couldn't give her, or some kind of hypergamy shit, this kind of stuff?
Why did I lose her?
Yeah.
Well, basically, just got too comfortable, lost the sexual attention in the relationship and stuff like that, and so that's pretty much what it was. And I probably still could have if I wanted to at the beginning, but when I pulled back initially, when she had pissed me off, I wouldn't even respond to her text messages and her phone calls. And what ends up, so what happened was I stopped talking to her because she had pissed me off, right? And so when she was text messaging me and calling me, initially I would not respond. And what happened was, by the time I did respond a couple of months down the road, that allowed her feelings to drop a little bit, and she had the power to walk away.
Oh yeah. All right.
So you gotta. So like when I tell you to pull back like that, you gotta be full aware that you gotta say to yourself that she could walk away. Now she was texting and calling me, but she had pissed me off so bad that I ain't even want to respond to her text messages or her calls initially. Then after
for how long?
For about the first two or 3 months, I didn't respond to her text messages or phone calls. I pretty much was done with her. Right, I was pretty much done with her. And then she texted me or called me about 3-4 months later, and then I responded. But at that point, with that much, the attachment had been lost, right? Because she hadn't talked to me in all that long time, and that's the thing. So if you go long periods of time like that, you run the risk of the attachment being lost, right? See what I'm saying?
It's a big.
Not all the time. Sometimes attachments can last. The woman can be attached to your ass 10 years after y'all broke up, and maybe she still cared about me. But that little 3 months, whatever, where we hadn't talked, allow her the power to walk away because we had done lost that connection. And so that's key. And that's what happened with guys sometimes when you break up with a girl and a couple of months go by and you be like, this is a girl that was blowing me up, 2 months ago. And now she's not, because that attachment has been lost. And now she actually got the strength to walk away. Had I responded to her phone calls and her text messages when I initially had pulled away from her, then that would have been different. But I allowed too much time to pass, and by that time, she had the power. Yeah. She had the power to walk away, and her feelings had dropped just enough. Just enough. I'm quite sure she still cares something about me, right? It ain't like you just stopped caring about somebody in 3 months, but it had dropped just enough to where she could afford to lose me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. How many pullback did you have with her?
How many
pullbacks did you have with her?
Not many. Probably in the 2 years we talked, probably maybe 2 or 3. Not many at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, Amos. Thank you very, very, very much.
No problem, bro. Be good, man.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
Thanks.
What's up, bro? Turn your volume on, bro.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
All right, Gucci. Big fan of yours for years. I was on, I think, last week. I'll keep it nice and short. But before I start, I just wanted to say that I seem to have more success with taken than single ones. So just get that out the way. My first question, real quick, is it possible to smash a chick who's happens to be in like a cuckold relationship with a friend that you may know but are not really close with? And what is the best approach to that?
Well, that's gonna be interest. But you talking about she's in a relationship?
Yeah, but it's like a cuckold relationship. So like I guess the dude is all right with all that. You know what I mean? He's like established himself in that position. So like, how would you because like she's bad, right? Like, I'm not gonna deny it, but like, it's like, how do you go on about it without like seeming like too like desperate or whatever? Like, how do you make it happen?
Well, the thing is with that situation, bro, you always, if you know a girl is in a relationship, you always gonna seem desperate if pursuing a woman that's in a relationship. It's different if she's throwing you choosing signals, right? That's totally different. But you always gonna look desperate if you're actively pursuing a woman that's in a relationship. That's scarcity mindset to the utmost, right?
Me and her have already like done shit like third base, like pretty much like, go down on her type of thing. So like we've already established that type of, connection. But the thing is like she's still in that relationship type. So like, how do you like hit home run?
Well, the thing is, bro, the only thing you can do, and I don't want to sit there and act like I'm sitting on my soapbox pointing down at you, because I think most of us sleazeballs and talked to one girl that was in a relationship, but it was the woman pursuing, right? And if you asking me how I handle those situations where the woman had a boyfriend or something, is in that situation, I let the woman initiate everything. You do no pursuing. See, this is the thing, what's wrong with guys who try to pursue or have a woman that's in a relationship and stuff like this, is she has to initiate everything. You can't do nothing. If it's a day, see, this is what guys do. They have a girl that's in a relationship, and then they want to get in the issue where they want the woman to be in a relationship with them, quote unquote, sort of like that. And you just got to play your position to keep it going. And how guys fuck these things up is the woman get a sense that you want more than what she's willing to give right now. And then this dude catching feelings, and he gonna probably fuck up my shit I got at home. You see what I'm saying? And if she get hint of that, she gonna start to pull back from you. So you're gonna have the opposite issue. So you pursuing her signals to her that you're catching feelings, which is this is more than likely what's going on. She's probably the dude at home probably has stopped fucking her, right? She's probably old. Yeah. She's probably old booty to him, right? But he probably still loves her, right? But she's old booty, and she probably loves him, but she got needs. And so she goes in and she gets you to be the guy that's giving her dick, because the guy who's probably at home with her he's probably tired of fucking if he's been with her a little while, right? And so you're supposed to be the side dick guy. And if you don't know how to play your position, which means that you have to be cool with her not coming around for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, if that's what it is. And when she hits you up or whatever, if you're free, that don't mean you gotta, take off work if she hit you out the blue. But you have to learn how to play your positions and don't be trying to catch feelings for a girl that's in a relationship, which it sounds like what I'm hearing. Anytime I hear a guy talking about some pursuing, you have to just look at this right here. That's just free agent. That's just free booty when it's available. It's not something I pursue or nothing like that. It's like stimulus booty, right? I'm not pursuing stimulus booty. It's if the government gives me stimulus money, fine, but I'm not out actively pursuing it. And that's how you have to look at it. If she hits you up out the blue 2 weeks from now, fine, let's get it on. If she don't, hey, so put the ball in her court. Let her know to hit you up when she's free. It sounds like you want this man's girl.
No. The awkward situation is like he'll hit me up to chill, right? But like when I head over there, it's like just all dressed up. You get what I mean? So just like, and it's like she does it on purpose. So it's just like it puts me in such a weird ass predicament. It's like I'm trying to chill with mans, but like because he can't leave the house. You get what I mean? So it's just like because like as he lives at her place. So like he doesn't really have that power in the relationship to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go chill with my boy. You know what I mean? Okay. So just like it's more of like I am always the one that's going over there whenever he wants to hang out, right? And it's usually like once a week, right? Like on a weekend. But the thing is like I seem to always be having the final decision of like for what to wear and all that shit. It's weird. You get what I mean? It's like he's like non-existent to her. So that's why I'm like in a weird situation.
So he's like non-existent to her?
Yeah, pretty much like his words like she asked me for the final say. Like it's like, oh, how does this look? Or you know what I mean? And it's like, where are we going? It's like, you know what I mean? But like for him, he never like really like decides. So like I'm always the one, like I'm not gonna keep waiting for one of them to, pick. So when I pick a place, it's like she'll pick my.
Are y'all like in like some threesome relationship type thing?
No, but that's what it feels like. You get what I mean? It's like I don't want to be, but it's like I've noticed like she's always siding with me over him, which is weird. Like if I was to like say something like mean or like to attack her ego, she'll laugh at it. You get what I mean? But if it was him, it would be like it's like held a grudge. You get what I mean? So it's like I'm confused.
Well, it just sounds to me like she respects. I'm still trying to grasp the situation, but because I don't know. It sounds kind of weird.
So pretty much like when I'm over, right? It's like come in like an hour because blah 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 has to still get ready, right? And then when I go over, it's like all dressed up and everything, but we don't even have plans. You get what I mean? Right. So it's just like it's interesting how like why are you putting so much effort into how you look if it's just me? You get what I mean? Like I'm coming over to just chill.
So this is what I'm getting. Have you fucked her yet?
No, third base, like ate it out and all that. Yeah,
I totally misunderstood that whole situation. So this is the situation. This is the situation I'm getting. You got a dude whose girl is valuing your opinion, and you're taking that as choosing signals.
Well, I don't know which way to take it. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, that's bro.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, that's scarcity mindset to the utmost. So you done went all the way from her just valuing your opinion on the way she dressed to she wants you. See, this is what I talk about when I tell guys hear what they want to hear, right? Mm-hmm. She just values what you want to, your opinion on how to dress and stuff like that. And you don't want she wants to fuck you. You'll know when a woman wants to fuck you.
Well, I mean, like we've already established that, like that touch factor. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't. She doesn't. Okay, so she doesn't say anything when I like touch and grab or whatever, right? Like she won't like object to it, and like he's well aware of it.
Have you fucked her yet?
No.
Have you went on a date with her yet? Just her?
No, he doesn't allow it.
Okay, so you do understand. You ever heard of this thing called flirting and women just having fun?
Wow. So attention seeking, right?
Huh?
Attention seeking. Is that what it is?
That's all it is, brother. And so until you fuck or something like that, she's just enjoying, all this stuff you giving, all this attention and validation you give her.
Okay, so it brings me to my next point.
This is what I tell anybody. If it's me, I'm not pursuing some other guy's girl. That's not me on my soapbox. I'm just not. If a woman in a relationship throw me booty, I'm not turning it down. But I'm not going to pursue anybody's girl. That's just me.
Mhm.
If she come to you with it,
Mhm.
hey, we ain't running no goddamn church around here, right? If she gonna come to
Yeah.
you with it, then fine. I know that hurt all the little blue pill simp motherfuckers, but we ain't running no fucking church around here, right? I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is I am not pursuing nobody's girl. That's what I'm saying. So if she's
Mhm.
throwing it their way, fine. But if she's not, you don't go that route. That's my opinion. And that's not no karma or nothing like that. That's just, man, that's scarcity mindset. That's
Mhm.
all I'm saying. But
So it brings
like
Sorry.
she's just enjoying playing with you and teasing you. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
So, but if that was the case, why did it like reach third base? Like, why was it able to go to that extent? Like eating out and shit.
What's third base?
Like eating out, finger blasting, like, you know?
Oh, you ate her out?
Yeah, and all that.
He
Yeah.
stuffed you up?
He doesn't allow it. Like,
Man,
he
I
gets
have no
jealous.
idea.
So
Because now you're talking about some she doesn't allow. He
Okay,
doesn't allow. He knows you ate the girl out.
like, yeah, he was there when that happened, right? But like
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. See, you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? Instead of just saying what exactly the situation is,
yeah,
you trying to throw a little here and a little there. Instead of just coming on and saying, hey, listen, this is what the situation is. I got this situation between this couple or whatever.
Yeah, they're in a cuckold relationship is what it is. It's like he's okay with that.
You just got to be honest and just say what the situation is. You trying to beat around and leave little certain details out, then you add a little detail in, and then you take.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, he set up a time or whatever, like a day where like we all like did our thing, but he'll stop it when it becomes like too serious. You get what I mean? So like I don't know why he does it.
Little tryst going on, and you thinking his girl wants you or something like that because she's playing around with you and stuff like that, right?
Well, I know she's doing it for the attention and validation or whatever, but it's just like he stops it when it gets too extreme. Like when it comes to like I'm about to get head, he'll like stop it. Like he wouldn't allow her. So I don't know if he's like kind of like feeding breadcrumbing or whatever. Or I don't even know like why he stops it if he starts it. Like, you get what I mean? Like I didn't even ask for it. You get what I mean? So like he just stops it from going any further. Now, is that because of the whole like jealousy factor, or he doesn't want any type of attachment happening, or?
Yeah, that's possibly what it is. It's probably they don't want her, neither one of y'all getting catching feelings and stuff like this right here. But what I would tell you like this right here, right? If you're gonna go that route with me, with anybody, any guy who watching this right here, this is what I would tell you in a situation like this: nip it in the bud. Fuck all that. I'm trying to decipher the situation, and are you a code breaker?
What's that?
Do you break spies, codes, and all this other shit?
No,
like, you're not. I hope not, because if you're not.
I don't know what that means. So yeah.
Breaker. So in other words, nip it in the bud. Be a man. The next time you see if it means that much to you, say, listen, this the situation. Yeah. What's up between us? Fuck all this. I'm through playing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it means that much to you and you want this man, girl, that bad, lay whatever you got to say on the table and let that be done. I'm not finna do all this mind reading. You got me up here trying to mind read and all this other shit. And I go to code cracking school. So what you gonna do is you gonna lay it out on the table and be done with it. Listen, this is what we gonna do, bitch.
Yeah.
And either yay or nay, and I'm moving on. I'm not finna be over here all this playing and then decipher why did she touch my elbow this day and why she touched my knee? I got time for all that bullshit.
Yeah, too much games. Yeah.
Any guy who got a girl and you like, I don't know, I can't read her and all this other bullshit. Decipher through all that bullshit, just kill it and just lay it on the table. Listen, we gonna meet up for a drink. In your situation, what's happening? Are we gonna do this or not? And be done with it.
Okay, so that brings me to my next point is, what does it mean when a chick questions you about other chicks liking your pictures even though she's got a man? So like she'll like scroll through like my profile and then she'll be like, yo, why is this person liking your picture?
What I just say.
True.
You finna nip all that in the bud. You trying to figure out all this bullshit. She liked my picture. She touched my picture. She touched my knee. She liked my car. All this. See, this is what guys do with women. You see, I used to do this with girls too now. in a different. I wanted no little thing like you. But what I would do is with girls at work, she looked my way this way. She came over there. She worked out by me today. What? I think that means she want me. She put a book bag right by me. I know that means she. See, you get all this shit, man. Nip it in the bud. Hey, come here. What you doing Friday night? You want to go out and have a drink? Boom. We done. Boom. Yeah. We finna do. I'm engaged. Bye, bitch. And I'm done with it. I'm not. We not finna play all these games, right? I'm not finna play all these games with you and try to read mine. She put a book bag by me. See that you? I bet you got another one, right? She
of course.
What do you mean when she send you a letter in the mail? All this bullshit. All these you trying to add up all these clues so I can mean she like you. At the end of the day, she can be just a teasing. And then when you go and put this shit to her, she's like, I love my husband. I love my boyfriend. And you've been spending the last 3-4 months trying to be a fucking code breaker. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So for all my guys out there that's watching this, you are not a fucking code breaker. You do not work for the Japanese. Just put it on the line. This is what it is. I want to take you out Friday. What's up, bitch? That's it. And y'all do with it.
Gotcha. All right. And last question. Why is it that when you try to share like red pill wisdom with your beta friends, they call you like misogynistic and all that? Like, why is it like why do they get on the attack when you just trying to help them out?
Well,
and is it
well with our friends and stuff like that, we all became red pill usually either through pain, right, or fucking somebody else girl. So that'll turn you red. Either one will turn you red pill, right? And you'll learn female nature, right? And so until they go through that, right? So like it's like you remember when you was young and your parents tried to tell you stay in school, you're gonna regret it. You're like, shut up, old bitch, because you have to, for the most part, you have to experience it. A lot of people some people can listen to other people and take from it. Like some of your friends you might can go to and they can understand it somewhat, but most people are just like got to go through life experiences. They got to get hit on the hand with the hammer for it to mean something, right? And so you expecting your friends to see the world through your point of view when they haven't had those experiences. And so this is just like me trying to get a Trump supporter to understand how it is living in America as a black man. Well, they haven't lived in America as a black man, so they're not going to understand it. They're going to say, man, shut up. You know, all lives matter because they haven't been black. And me trying to tell them that now, do some white people understand? Yeah. But by and large, they haven't been through it, and so they don't understand it. So what I tell guys is they'll find the red pill when it's time for them to find the red pill. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And a heartbreak usually is not going to have you find a red pill because we all had our heart broke. It's usually when the heartbreak came through hypergamy is when you find a red pill. If you lost a woman because you fucked up and you was doing shit and whatever, that hurts, but it was your own fault. When a bitch just found a better dude to her and she just was cutthroat with the shit, and one minute she was just telling you she loved you, next thing she ride in the Corvette with another dude, boy, that'll sit. You become red pill. That'll have you become red pill when you go and you fuck a girl that's in a marriage and she got 2 kids by a guy, and she claim to be in love with the guy. And she's fucking you. That'll turn you red pill. It takes those experiences. So you expecting people who haven't been through your experiences. You red pill for a reason. You didn't just wake up one day and became red pill. Some life experiences have made you red pill, and so they aren't red pill. And so you coming, I would say you're a misogynist. If this was me at 21 years old and you told me this, I had a homeboy that became red pill before 20 years ago. He became red pill, and he basically had got to a point to where he would get girls' numbers when we was out at the mall or something just because he was with me, and he would throw the number away and call it trash because he had just got red pill to like all the women he was meeting that they were trash. And I was thinking to myself, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Well, what I know now is he had become red pill, and he had just figured out that women are pretty much for the most part trash. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
everybody becomes red pill at different, and maybe they never become red pill. Maybe they meet a girl and they're with the woman for 40 years, and you know, they never become red pill. So don't try to put your red pill on people. Let them naturally find it.
Fair enough. Appreciate the advice. I salute you, and thanks for having me.
All right, bro. Y'all guys, please do not try to put the red pill on your friends. It does not work. Let them find it their own selves. Anybody who wants to join the chat, you can become a member to join the chat. Anybody who wants to join the live stream, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. And I pinned it at the comments. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, AMS?
What's up, bro?
So I'm gonna give you this situation, man. So in 2018, I was messing with this one girl, and you know, I don't like playing girls and, you know, lying and shit like that to them. So when we went through it, I'm like, yeah, I'm in college, I'm young right now, so basically I'm gonna have other women. And she was like, okay, cool. And you know, I know females to a T, so she's probably thinking, oh, he gonna get a taste of this pussy and then he gonna forget about all them other women. And I'm like, okay, shorty, that's what you think. So then I find another girl, and then we just hit it off, boom, chemistry and everything. And I'm like, damn, this girl make me want to go purple pill. So I get to know her a little more, and then somehow, some way, my girl that she knows not that I'm dealing with other women, she gets jealous, she finds out, and then I wake up to a text saying, you bitch ass nigga, you got a girlfriend? And I'm just like, what the fuck? How did she find out? So then I don't even reply to her. And then I talk to my other girl. I'm like, did you talk to such and such? She's like, yeah, well, why do you have another girlfriend? I'm like, you knew the rules. All right, so basically, I still kept up with the girl. So I followed her on Instagram. I was watching her stories, and then she was like, I didn't reply to her. So she was like, don't watch my stories, you cheating ass nigga, So that was like 2 years ago. She never blocked me. She never after that, I would assume she would block me. She never blocked me. She never did any of that. So I said, you know, I'm gonna give her a little space. I'm not gonna chase her because I didn't even get that far with her to let her know that I'm dealing with other women and shit. So then I give her space. You know, I'm on my purpose. So space for me, I was thinking would be like a couple weeks, but I'm so on my purpose. That turned it to 1, 2, 3 years. So then come back to this day, you know, COVID. So I had plenty of time. I already been on my purpose. You know, I run several businesses. So I'm like, you know, I actually have time to talk to women. So I catch back up with her. I still have her number. Her number hasn't changed. And I said, you know, let me have a talk with her, try to explain to her what happened. Let me see where her head is. So I say, hey, how come because I took her out on like 1 or 2 dates during that 1 to 2 year period. I'm like, hey, how come every time, you know, I take you out and we never get any further than that? And then she basically says, I didn't know you liked me like that. And I'm just like, bitch, I'm taking you out. I'm not taking you out to have a conversation. I'm taking you out because, you know, I actually like you. So then she basically tells me, well, I have my guard up. I've been hurt before. So we could try some. We got to just communicate and talk to each other. So cool. We get to talking. I read your book and all that. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. I know how the procedure and all that. So then bam, COVID hits. Everything shuts down. I'm like, shit. So basically we don't have shit to do. We've been talking for 6 months. The first 3 months has been all texting. And then I'm like, this shit is getting boring. But I think I had the attachment with her because, as you said from your book, you read, once you get the attachment, she'll be pursuing you. So she set me up with good morning, heart eye emoji, shit like that. And then she got me because I haven't been in the game in a while. So she got me because I was actually feeding into it and replying back to her instead of being a high value male saying, you know what, good morning, have a productive day. I'll talk to you later. So then I felt as though I had to keep that attachment because this wasn't shit else to do. Like I didn't want her to, you know, kind of stray away because we couldn't go out at all. That's how bad COVID had shut down shit. So then these last 3 months, I took her on like 1 or 2 dates, you know, going by the 3-date rule. So then on the next date I was planning on going with her, I'm basically, you know, we haven't gotten really intimate and physical on dates. Like we kiss after I drop her off and shit. But you know, with COVID and shit, like I'm a player, so I know how to get behind women, wrap around their waist, you know, kiss all on them. But you can't fucking do that with a mask on, and then you do that in public, motherfuckers look at you like y'all motherfuckers know COVID going on and shit. So basically, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna take a different route. So just to make sure before you know, I get kind of sexual with her, I send her like a little, you know, smooth charisma message off the 1 a.m. talking about, you know, how does me in a hotel with you sound, you know, bucket of ice, this and that. And she's like, oh yeah, that sounds cute. I'm definitely down for that. And I said, okay, say less. I can make it happen. So then here's where I made a mistake. And I don't know if she is just has her pride high and not wanting to admit it, but bam, here's what happened. Basically, it was supposed to be on my close friends, right? So I posted like 2 a.m. in the morning, me with another girl. So then Saturday comes. She says good morning as normal. And then she tells me she's going doing this and that, having you know, girls' day or whatever. And then throughout the day, she texts me like she normally does. And then all of a sudden, she told me she was having like some medical problem. And I was like, okay, you just need to get that checked out. And then all of a sudden, after that, I haven't heard from her. Like that Saturday, I didn't hear from her the rest of the day. Sunday comes, I didn't hear from her. So then I said, you know, I'm fucking with her. So let me just double check to make sure she's not somewhere dead. Because she said she had a medical emergency. She said, yeah, I'm fine. And I said, okay, cool. Because that was like late Sunday. Then she doesn't reply to me all Monday. So I'm like, okay, something definitely going on. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I shouldn't have done that after reading your book, because I recently read your book. I got it last week and read all through it. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know, I haven't heard from you, and that's unusual. We usually talk on a day to day. And she was like, well, I didn't know how to reply to what you said. And I've been going through medical shit. I'm like, bitch, you don't know how to reply. You were just hitting me up with good morning heart emoji every single day. You couldn't hit me up with good morning after I had replied. So I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. So now I'm sitting here thinking like, what could have this from a learning experience? What could have possibly went wrong? Because keep in mind, I just took her out last weekend, and then after that weekend, she was texting me good morning, shit like that, as normal, and then. I'm just thinking like when I had posted me with that other girl on social media, that's what done it. And on top of that, I can't prove it, but I was checking on her social media just to make sure that she was alive. And then like her highlights completely disappeared. And I'm like, bitch, you love Instagram attention. So you're not just going to delete your highlights. So I'm pretty sure you hid your stories from me trying to play whatever game you're trying to play. So I'm like, I'm not even going to bring that up to you. I'm just going to, because I know what's going on, but I'm not going to let you know what cards I have in my hand. So then I'm like, okay, so what's going on? You know, the energy has changed. So I brought that up to her. I'm like, I feel as though the energy has changed, you know, from you send me good morning. You haven't done that anymore. You sending me, it's not like dry, but it's like more straight to the point instead of when we used to text, it was like more entertainment. So now I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Cause like I brought it up to her a few days ago and she was like, oh, I don't feel the energy has changed. And I'm like, well, shit, you know, you went from sending me all this shit, good morning. I don't even get that shit anymore. So now I'm like, what's the next move I should make to get the ball back in my court? Like today, for instance, the last time she texted me was like, I had texted her back like 2 a.m. in the morning about what I asked her about the energy and shit. And then I haven't heard from her all day. So I'm like, I know she alive because she posted on Instagram and shit and she watching my story. So I'm like, I'm not even going to, you know, double text and shit like that. So that's where I'm at now.
I just wanted to hear the story or whatever. I want you to get it out because I feel like you need to be on a therapy couch. So I just wanted to hear you so you can get all that off your chest. But I could have stopped you 5 minutes ago when you was talking. I just let you get it out.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you, brother, as a high value man. And that's all you need to know. I don't even got to decipher that exact situation. I'm just going to decipher the rest for women for the rest of your life and how you handle them with a situation like this. And when you're a high value man. I don't tolerate the bullshit. I don't engage in the bullshit. I used to. So what I mean by that, you see how you think I'm finna sit on here for the next 5-10 minutes and try to break down this bitch psychology or what she was thinking?
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you, bro. For the rest of your life going on, when a woman is not cooperating or making herself available or doing what she's supposed to do, you done with it. Until she come back and prove that she wants to be in your life. I'm not finna try to break down the analysis of why she did that and why she didn't call this day and that. All I know is she's not on point. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, she's not on point. And you doing anything other than moving on with your life until she come. Don't block her, no shit like that. The door is open. The door is open. If you want to disappear for 3 weeks, and the door is open. I'm not mad. You as a high value man, you don't entertain that foolishness. You understand that? I'm not finna give you some doctrine that you can sit up here and try to decipher for this woman to understand what her thinking was. Who gives a flying fuck? She was bullshitting. I'm moving on. I'm a high value man. I have options. I don't have time for this bullshit. She playing, right? Okay. You trying to explain well this what that meant and this that. Fuck all that. Man, listen here. Fuck all of that. This is the situation. This is what it is. And if you're not on point, your ass is out. Yeah. That's for all my guys. Anybody who's online waiting right now and you got a situation where you finna talk like him for 10 minutes and tell me the bitch did this, the bitch did that, the bitch. You can hang up now. I'm gonna answer your question right now. If you one of the guys online and you got a question similar to him because you got a bitch that wasn't cooperating, if she's not cooperating, she's not an option. Yeah, that's what that means. If she's not an option, if you got a girl that you supposed to take out this Friday or Saturday and she go to bullshitting like that right there, I am done until she comes back and suck a whole lot of dick. And I mean just like that. You don't get into the playing the games, this, that, and she did this, did that. All you need to know is she's not on point. That's all that matters. She's not on point. Let me ask you like this. Do you think you would have ran all that shit back to me if you had 10 bitches in the wing waiting on you to ask them out for a date? Think about that.
No, hell no.
You had 10 or 20 super bad chicks right now dying for your attention. You tolerating that foolishness? Hell fucking no. This is why I tell guys to work on yourself, become the highest value man possible, so you don't have to engage in that foolishness. And that's what that was. That was pure foolishness. Don't engage in that childish bullshit right there. Yeah. So let me say, if you're a guy on the chat now and you waiting, you waiting on me to answer your call, and you gonna run one crazy bitch that ran all this shit, and you gonna talk to me 10 minutes about the bitch did this, she didn't make the bet. But go hang up now, don't waste your time. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Do not engage in that silliness. All right.
All right. And then my last thing, so like during that whole process, like when I felt the energy change, she was still down to meet, but it's now like I just feel disrespected, and then I don't even want to fucking link anymore. So you think I should just say, like, should I still be a man and say, hey, we still linking up, or just not even bring it back up?
No, your response might have raised her attraction. The fact that you didn't go out like a little bitch and stuff like that might have raised her attraction. So see what's up. I would see what's up if you want to, but you'll understand that your response. So like, let's say a woman pissed me off. She do some fuck shit, right? Or whatever, because she probably thought I was weak or something. And then I show her that I wasn't weak. Well, understand that now her attraction might be up because she's like, damn, I thought this motherfucker was weak. And he actually got some balls. And so understand that she might have thought that you was going to be like weak, or she might have felt that you was weak, and you showed her that you wasn't. You understand? So for all you guys, so this guys are a conundrum of their own self. Your woman tests you, you pass the test, and you show her that you ain't nothing to fuck with, but then you mad because she tested you in the beginning. Well, that defeats the whole purpose. The whole purpose of you passing the test, what if she thought you was weak, and now you showed her you ain't. And so now you mad that you had to show her in the beginning. You had to show her, period. Well, that ain't the way it worked. Women test, they do their little fuck shit, and then you pass the test and you show her that you not weak. Well, then now she want to come back, but then now you don't want to hang out with her because you mad that she tested you in the beginning. So it's like that don't work that way. So understanding that you might have raised her interest by you showing her that you ain't about that fuck shit. I have women do that all the time. They test me, I pull back, and then they come back, and because they see now, damn, I thought he was gonna be weak like the rest of them. Man, that girl, you might get the pussy. When you hang out, the fact that how you acted and showed that you was not a pussy and nothing like that, the way you acted and stuff like that, that might have actually raised her attraction. But make sure that she's on point this time. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Stay safe out here.
All right, bro. Be good. So let me say this, guys. Let me say this. You guys are gonna pass test. Women gonna take you as weak. And when you pass the test, you can't get mad that okay, like now you mad because she even tested me. So that's what he's kind of mad at. She even tested him in the beginning. It don't work that way. All right. So once you pass the test, her interest might go up. What's up, bro?
Oh yeah, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
Yeah. My first question here is it has to do with personal training. So, if you're trainer, because basically before the pandemic, I was doing it, but in the UK now, all the gyms are locked off. Everything was going well. I realized that when you get clients and your schedule gets full, yeah, how am I going to scout for more clients? Because now I have less time to be scouting for clients. Is it just go ham those extra hours, or how do I keep clients coming in? Because obviously, once you have a full schedule, you might still have issues, you know, filling the clients that drop out and stuff. Fucking, I don't know what's wrong with the camera, but yeah.
You got you working at a gym?
Yeah, I was before the pandemic.
So you're not at a gym now, so you got to get clients another way outside of the gym.
Now I'm saying for when things are back to normal, yeah, when my schedule's fully booked and I want to keep clients coming in.
Oh, I got you. So you saying that when you start back training and your schedule is fully booked, how you get more clients when you don't got time to scout?
Exactly.
How the old rule that we used to do at my gym, well, it was a good rule that everybody do, is you tell your clients that you're training that if they refer another person that buy 12 sessions or something like that, you would give them 2 free sessions. So basically your clients become your scouts for you. So that's so like say you doing 25 sessions a week and you got, let's say, 12 clients. You tell your clients, hey, if you give me a client, if you refer somebody to me and they buy a 12 pack, I'm gonna train you. You'll get 2 free sessions. You see what I'm saying? So that was how we always did it, and it worked. It works wonders, brother. I'm telling you, it works wonders. I guarantee you. See, people are not incentivized to refer somebody to you if nothing invested to them, right? And nothing. Hey, I'm not getting shit. Fuck you. But if you're gonna give me 2 free sessions, oh hell yeah! I'm telling all my friends, and on top of that, I'm gonna tell them how great you is. I'm gonna tell them, man, he got rid of all this back pain, this, that, and the other, and so. That works wonder more than you might think when you get them the refer bonus, the refer for all you guys out there, not just with training. When you guys who are wondering how to get more clients, once you got clients, do some kind of referral bonus in everything, in anything that you do, a car shop, anything. Right now, every day, Capital One send me a goddamn. If you refer a friend and get another credit card, we're gonna give you $500 free. They send that shit to me every fucking day. If you refer another line, we're gonna get that every fucking day. So referral bonuses work good, guys. So that's what I would say for that, brother. Now, of course, you could do your marketing, your Google ads, but this is free. Like I would stick to the referral bonuses if you got the clients to refer people.
Okay. So yeah, because I don't want to go below. My aim is not to go below 35 sessions per week. Yeah. Right. So you would say this is effective enough to get clients coming in whenever someone, because from time to time, well,
when you incentivize, when you giving somebody else something, they're gonna make you seem like the second coming of Jesus. That's the way it works. If you're gonna give me a referral, I'm gonna make you seem like, boy, you the best thing since sliced bread. If I'm getting something free, you know what I'm saying? And so what I was taught was you do 1 session, and what I seen was you get better response when you give people 2. So do 2. I know you don't want to do 2. You want people to just refer and you get them nothing, but that doesn't work. You got to get them something.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised at how they refer. You gonna have like 3 extra clients the first week or 2.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was my purpose question. Now my other question is basically okay, let me start with this one. So I'm just playing the field. I'm living my life, everything. Yeah. But somehow there's always that one girl that I get that because I'm purple pill, but I'm still slut, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So when I do find a girl I like, and I actually want to leave behind all the playing about the field and everything.
Right.
It's easy to get weak, when you do find someone you like.
Right.
Yeah. But usually when I'm doing my own thing, rotation, everything, I'm not weak at all. But I lose everything. I lose some, not everything, but some of my usual self, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I want to prevent that from happening.
Well, what I've seen is, and this is coming from my experiences from me in the past with that getting weak stuff, is what happened is the woman becomes your life. That is the issue. So when you're doing your rotation, even if you like a woman, you don't get weak because she doesn't become your life. When you got one girl, what ends up happening is over time, this doesn't happen in a day, but over time, what happens is you slowly gravitate farther away from your purpose and your hobbies, and you're spending and your friends, and you're with her more and more, and she becomes your life. And that is the issue, because now you no longer can afford to lose her because she's your life. And what I've seen where it works great is when you still remain to keep your purpose and your hobbies and your friends, and you keep your woman to that same. So in other words, let me, and I talked about this in my advanced book. In other words, you want to keep your time with her still limited, even if you're living together. That's the key. Even if you're living together, she can't become your world, because now what happens is if she becomes your world, the thought of you losing her is too painful. And so you become weak and you lose your strength. If you keep your purpose and hobbies, she's not your life. And so you can afford to lose her because she's not your world. So do not put everything into her, if that makes sense. In other words, you can't spend time with her 5, 6, 7 days out of the week. What I recommend is to still only spend 2 days with your girl, even if you're living together. And notice what I'm saying, because guys gonna say, well, AMS, I live with her. Even if you living with her, of course, y'all gonna see each other at night in the bed and stuff like that. But you don't get off work and just hang with her. You're on your purpose. You got your friends. You got your hobbies. And that way your life doesn't revolve around her. That way you don't get weak, if that makes sense. So basically, don't lose your identity. Easier said than done. That's the thing. Easier said than done. But if you do that, if you remain on your purpose, if you keep your hobbies, if you keep your friends, what everybody do when we get in a relationship? We see our friends less and less. We work on our purpose less and less. We engage in our hobbies less and less, and we're spending more time with our girl. That's the catch.
Okay.
So just don't lose your identity.
Okay. Also, another question. I know a few girls, like I know many girls here. They're usually a little bi-curious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to take this to my advantage here to like, you know, get another girl. But it's hard to get another girl. I always get a girl, yeah, or a few times, like maybe 3 times out of my life, I got a girl that's like down for threesomes, everything.
Down for it.
One is what fucks it up.
This is the issue, and this is a problem that I've had in the past with trying to get this by relationship polygamy thing going, is that once you got one, you have to hold on to her until you meet the other one, and don't rush it. So that's what in my past, this is what happened to me in my past. I would have one girl that was down, right? And then subsequently, every girl that comes after her, I'm rushing it. I'm bringing it up too fast. So what you have to do is you have to build as if this was your only girl and bring it up 6 months later. And when she's attached, what happens is you got this one girl that's on deck and she's ready. And then you meet this other girl and you like, man, hey, you down for 3? So what you got to do is you got to wait 6 months till she's attached. And I know it's hard because you already got this one chick that's down. And so I'm trying to hurry up and get this other girl that's down. And so I'm bringing it up in 3 weeks. And you see what I'm saying? That doesn't work. So if you got one girl that's in your rotation, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. For all my guys out there that's trying to build a polygamous relationship, when you get, and it took me so long to figure this shit out. When you get that one girl that's down for that, you got to wait 6 months of dating another woman before you bring it up. And it's hard to do because you already got one that's down. But you got to have the discipline to wait. You can't bring it up. You got to build an attachment with that one the same way you built an attachment with the first one, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Then you bring them. So let me put it to you like this. You just said yourself, you've had other women that were down, but not at the same time. Imagine if you was patient. Imagine if you was patient and waited and got all of them together. You see what I'm saying? So you didn't have all three of them at the same time. So you would get one, and then you would get impatient, and then every girl you would meet after that, you bringing it up too soon. Sound familiar? I know.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
so let me ask you this. You got one girl that's down now, right?
she's gone now. Too late. But I have had not too long ago. Yeah.
All right. You gotta hold out one, keep dating her, keep her interest high, and then eventually you will meet another one and you build an attachment with her, and then you bring them together.
So on both sides, yeah.
You're right. Build two attachments. Don't get over eager. Don't get over eager and jump the gun over here on the second one. The second one is the one that I used to always fuck up on. I could always get the first one easy. The second one used to be the one that I always would jump the gun on and bring it up too fast. If you bring it up too fast before the attachment is built, it won't work. You got to wait till the attachment is built.
Okay. All right, yeah. Last question also. Would you, let's say, because obviously I'm living my life, and if I find someone that I do want to like try, I still have that little hope. I don't trust women at all, but I have that little hope in me. So let's say if I do find a woman that I actually want to be with, would it be advisable to still do threesomes with her? Would you say? Like if it's a proper relationship?
So you saying that if you find a girl that you really want to be with, is it okay to become purple pill? Is that what you asking me?
No, say if let's say, because if I was in a stage where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave behind this whole Playboy lifestyle, and settle down with one woman. You think is it rational to still try and have threesomes with that one woman you want to be with?
You saying is the red pill gonna be like interfering with that? Because I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that if you actually want to have a successful relationship with one woman that you actually want to give it a try, do you think you'll fuck up if you're trying to bring in threesomes into the mix? If you get what I mean?
No. No. If that woman is attached, that woman to do anything for you. As long as she's a woman that finds females attractive. Now you got some women, a small select few that just not into women. But most women are kind of bi-curious or kind of attracted to women, and they'll do it. From my experience, they'll do it if it's the right guy.
Okay.
That's what I've seen. If it's the right guy.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's all my questions answered.
Right. So you basically want to know. You basically want to know is because you thinking about going. You want to know if I go purple pill, is it out the question for me to still have?
All behind, because like the idea of me being with one woman for the rest of my life is just I don't really know about that one.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, well that's
all right, bro.
All right, thank you.
Be good, bro. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Damn, man, I was about to fall asleep and shit. but I wanted to ask you, man. I probably heard this in one of your last videos. But what you do when a chick hits you with "I love you," and you built the attachment the right way?
Let's just start throwing questions at her. What you love about me?
What you love about me?
What you love about me?
Like I can hear the pause when we get off the phone sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like she want to say that shit so bad,
but she don't say it.
Yeah,
she don't say it because she don't get those, because you're doing a good job of not putting that out there. So she not quite sure. But see, by you not validating her and stuff like that, she's afraid that she might not hear it back, and so that's why she doesn't say it. Because I never hear it from my women, and that's what happened when you don't validate women, is that they're quite sure that they won't hear it back. And so they have a tendency to not say it. If you was validating her a lot or saying I miss you and stuff like that, I guarantee you would hear it.
Yeah.
So that's why she don't want to say it. She don't want to, and she's really not saying it because she don't want to put you in a position where you feel like you have to say it back.
No, she said that shit, but we were drunk though. Like she said it twice. She hit me with it twice.
But when she's sober, she don't say it.
Well, I had made a joke about it earlier and shit. Like we were talking about some feelings and something, and she was like, "Well, well, when people get the alcohol and the truth come out," and she was like, "I must have meant it if I said it."
Okay, and I'm gonna get on something else. We ain't gonna we do it. How about them? Hell yeah! How about them bulls? Goddamn right.
No,
how about them bulls?
Like, I care about the chick. She a cool ass chick, man, and like she's one of the most feminine I met out of the last few years. It's just I ain't in love with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got love for her.
Right. Yeah, and that's fine, bro. That ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't owe her. You don't have to say it. That she can feel the way she feeling, but you don't have to say it.
But how to keep her in that feminine state without? Because like you said, like maybe it's me not validating because she mentioned something about not complimenting her and shit.
Right.
When I complimented her once, she got all happy.
You gotta feed her scraps, bro.
Feed her more scraps.
Yeah, you gotta feed her scraps every now and then. I say once or twice a month is good. That's the only when I feel like she's attached to me though. I don't feed a girl scraps until I feel like she's attached. That's just me, but yeah, you got to throw a bone every now and then. If you don't, she gonna start to lose attraction.
All right, for sure.
Because she gonna start to feel like she in love by herself.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
She know I'm talking to other girls and everything. She's straight with that shit. She told me she don't want to be in a relationship, but she straight hit me with that love shit the other day.
Yeah, but she fucking other dudes.
Oh, I know. I ain't stupid, man.
She fucking other dudes, and so don't. She probably don't even love you, so don't even pay it. When a woman love you, from my experience, when a woman love you, she wants to be in a relationship. She starts hinting around the relationship. She's not like, oh, I want to be in a relationship. I won't. That ain't how I seen it. Well, that ain't how I seen it. A woman you'll know. Listen, for all you guys out there that are curious and you want to know a woman love you and stuff like that, she don't love you if she ain't trying to be in a relationship with you. That she ain't in love with you. When a woman is in love with you, she wants to be in a relationship. I'm not saying she would stop talking to you if you won't give it to her, but that's what she's hoping for. And when you told me just then, she said she don't want no relationship, then she's not in love with you.
I kind of put her in that way because she did hit me with the relationship like months ago. The question about that, like where's we going? And she kind of feel insecure. She know I'm talking to other girls and shit. So I had to kind of let her know, this is me just focusing on getting my shit going. I got a lot of shit going on, building my wealth and shit. So she cool with that. She see the value. So I think she cool with just waiting around.
And that's what she love. That's what she loves. She sees the value. She don't love you. She loves. Listen, I'm 41 years old, man. I'm telling you, any guy on here who's old enough would tell you that whenever a woman's in love, she gonna start pushing for a relationship. I'm not saying she would stop talking to you if you wouldn't give it to her. Don't misquote me or misunderstand what I'm saying, because when you got value, she'll deal with the bullshit, right? Even though it ain't like what she wanted to be. But when you tell me a woman love you and she tell you she don't want to be in a relationship, that ain't never how I seen love. When a woman is in love, she want you and only you. That's how I seen it.
Well, yeah, I could say that. I could see that, but I actually would say that me telling her I don't want to be in a relationship every time we kind of get about talking to other girls and shit, kind of put her in that's her rebuttal to saying, well, I don't want to be in a relationship either type shit. Like, trying not to pressure me or scare me away.
Well, it sounded to me like you making excuses now.
Yeah.
It sounded like, that she's sucking
all right. You answered my question, though. Feed her scraps and just keep her at a distance. You know what I'm saying? I got two more questions, though.
Go ahead.
The other one was, I know you was talking about correctives and shit, and I finally got to a chiropractor, and he was just telling me, about my posture and whatnot, and I've already kind of been watching videos on it, but he didn't really give me no workouts for he said I got a weak L between my L5 and my S1 because I'm having anterior
pelvic tilt.
pain. Yeah, I have a pain right in front of my left, right in front of my pelvic on my left side.
That's your TFL. The thing is with a chiropractor is they not that knowledgeable about the human body. They know the spine and all that shit. They know, but they not that knowledgeable. You'll get more from a personal trainer, a guy like me that's the personal trainer. So basically, when you say pain in your hip right there, and I had that pain, that's your TFL. When you get off, you go on Google and you Google TFL. That's a hip flexor, right? It's a hip flexor right there that attaches to the.
On them.
Yeah. So what you're gonna have to start doing, bro, is as you get older, you starting to tighten up a little bit. You're gonna have to get in some kind of stretching and foam rolling routine. All right. So yes, foam. You're going to get into some kind of trigger point therapy, shit where you're doing some kind of trigger point therapy or foam rolling, whatever. All that's trigger point therapy. But that's the issue you got going on. That's what that pain is. That's what that pelvic tilt coming from. You got over your hip flexors are overactive. Your rectus femoris, your TFL, those are hip flexors. So you need to start foam rolling them out.
Foam rolling. All right, bet.
And stretching them out. That's where that's coming from.
Stretch after the workout.
Yeah,
most people do heavy stretch.
That's what that S1 and that sacrum one, that L5 and that sacrum one. That's where that issue's coming from. That's why that pain coming from. You got to get rid of that anterior pelvic tilt.
I want to write that down. You said the TFL.
TFL. Go on Google and you'll see some foam rolling techniques for TFL, and then check out some TFL stretches and some rectus femoris stretches. That's hip flexor. Yeah, that cause your pelvis to anterior tilt to the front. That's where that pain come from. I get it too when I stop foam rolling that TFL. That's how I know what it is.
So I have to be real consistent, like every workout or after every workout.
No. You got to get in a routine with 10 minutes a day every day when you get up and get your day started. Take 10 minutes out your day to foam roll. That's all you need. You don't got to get no hour foam rolling. 10 minutes. A minute foam roll on your piriformis, TFL, and rectus femoris. Those are always, and your groin. Those are always the tight muscles in your legs. And then you need to do a stretch after you foam roll. Then you need to do a stretch for all of them, for your TFL, rectus femoris, your piriformis, and your groin muscles.
Yeah,
those are the ones that always get tight. If you do that, that only take 10 minutes, and that'll get rid of that back pain you got going on.
Yeah, I wanted him to try. He just kind of.
He's not gonna be able to help you with that. You gonna have to. Chiropractors are not. I'm telling you, they don't know the body like that. You'll get better results from a knowledgeable trainer than you will from a chiropractor. They don't have that type of knowledge on that. I'm telling you, they don't. You can go in there and ask him right now. Hey, where's the piriformis? He probably couldn't even tell you.
Hey man, that's why I had to hit you with that question, because I've been watching you since like 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I found you and you changed. I was on some sim shit. Fuck up, but I switched it up, man. Followed you, and you changed my life for sure. But I do have another question about. Now I know you got your security and shit, but I want to do the photography. Like I'm good with it as like a passion. Like I take pictures of like open scenery and shit, but I want to do models too, because headshots is really gonna make you the money.
So, what you doing to do it?
Well, I just finished school like January and shit, so I'm just about to take my test like next week, and I've been telling my friends and kind of put myself out there, like when you have a shoot or when you like have I got a quinceañera basically like next 2 weekends from now, and it's free. I'm just helping somebody, like they need short on money, and I'm like I'm just do it for free and shit. Just let me.
That's paying dues, bro. That's what it takes sometimes. Sometimes you have to do free stuff to get your foot in the door. That's what we had to do as a trainer. As a trainer, we used to do free sessions. We used to offer clients free sessions just so they could try our training style out, as in the hopes to get them to buy. That's what we used to do. So ain't nothing wrong with doing stuff for free. That's what it takes sometimes to get your foot in the door. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now you did say, I watched you said about don't do it for, you said do a discounted price or like specials and shit.
Yeah, so a good rule of thumb to get other clients, I should have told this other guy that too. I forgot he called up here. He wanted to get clients. Is like do the first 6 sessions half off or something like that, right? So like that's a good way to get people. Or you ain't got to do 6. It could be three sessions just so they could. That gives them some kind of like money back guarantee that if they don't like your work, that they ain't too invested. So like, say I'm a person and you selling 12 sessions, right? 12 packs, right? Of sessions. And I feel like, damn, what if I go buy 12 and I don't like the way this motherfucker train? You know what I'm saying? And so by you doing 3 sessions for half off or something like that, you could do 1 session for free and 3 half off or something like that. That gives the client, the person, a chance, an opportunity to see how you work before they make that big investment, because sometimes as trainers, we forget that this is a total luxury and nobody needs to be paying you to train them.
Facts.
Right. And so this is a big investment, right? This is a big investment. I'm going to pay you $1,200 to train me for 12 sessions or whatever the prices are. And I don't even know if I'm going to like you. I don't know if I'm going to like your training style or your personality or how we going to click. Right. And so maybe you suck. Maybe you're not even that good. Right. And so this allows me to see if you know your stuff and everything like that. Like you see how you name that stuff out to me, and you see how I was able to come back and give you answers because I know the body like that. So like imagine me telling this to a guy who I'm training and stuff, and he goes and look it up. He's like, man, this guy's knowledgeable. He knows his shit. Okay, I think I can trust him with my body. You see what I'm saying? But by me giving you that discounted price, that allows you to feel comfortable in doing it because you're like, okay, I ain't make that big investment, but I bought 3 and I kind of like this guy. He kind of sounds like he knows what he's talking about, right? And so that's what that's about, brother.
Bet. So you would say like, because I had a wedding last year, I just COVID and shit fucked it up. But I was I told her I'd do it for like $200, which is more. You would probably pay more for more professional pictures, but just kind of like 50% off of what they would see in the regular market kind of shit.
Right. Discount price. Yep. That's what you should do, bro.
All right, man. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem, bro.
All right.
Be good. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Oh shit. MS, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I can see you just fine.
Okay, go ahead. What's up?
Hear me clearly?
Yep.
Nah, so like for the most part,
you freezing
really
up, bro. You freezing up.
Women and boundaries, especially new girls.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I've been trying to work out the internet, but it's not going well. But my issue is basically with boundaries on new girls. I got a new girl that I'm trying to put into the rotation, but for the most part, she's a little aggressive. She's very masculine with the way that she is. But man, every time I look at that fatty and that small waist, man, I can't help but get caught up. So I was wondering, like, at what point should I just cut it off and be like, that's it?
She keep violating the boundaries. You did you hear me, bro?
So the first time I realized was that she was violating boundaries is yeah, I heard you.
Okay. You freezing up.
Damn.
Yeah, you freezing up too bad, bro. Try to hang up and call back.
I don't know what's going on with it, but it's acting up.
Yeah, try to hang up and call back. It might be just try that and see if it works. I'll pick up.
All right, you gonna let me in?
Yeah, I'll let you in.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
All right, bro. Here we got. What's up, bro?
Yo, bro. Appreciate you, gang. For real.
No problem, bro.
I got a question. So I'm 21 and I'm living with my peoples. And like I had the opportunity to move like to Texas with my sister. But I'm like at the point now where I'm trying to get my own shit, you know, and I'm trying to like determine whether I'm just scared of failure. Like I know you always be talking about abundant mindset. And sometimes you gotta get your feet wet so you can learn what the water's like. So do you think I should just get my own spot, or should I just stack up and just, stay with my people? Because it is safer.
Let me ask you this. There's a lot of variables in there. So you got a good job?
Not currently. I'm working on that, but as it's looking, I'm about to pick up a second job because I don't know what my purpose is yet. I just been hitting the gym and working.
But you got a job. You got a job.
Yeah, I am working. Yeah, it's just not. It's not the best.
It pays. You think you could pay the bills without struggling and stuff like that? You think you can pay the bills?
Yeah, I mean it's a weekly job, but it just pays low. You know how that is. So
right,
it's stack up, but
if it's a lot of stuff that. So what's your living situation as? The folks getting on your nerves and stuff like that?
I mean, it's not. I mean, not really, because
If they
after
not
you go
if
ahead.
they not getting on your nerves,
Yeah.
since you young, you still young. I would probably if they not getting on your nerves and they not throwing little hints and stuff like that,
Right.
I would try to stack up a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I would try to stack up just a little bit longer, probably to the end of the summer, and that also allows you time to get that other job, so you can become in a better situation.
Right.
All right, instead of just jumping out there like that. You're still young. It's not like you're 31 years old. You're still relatively young. So that's what I would do. That'd be give you about another 5 or 6 months to stack up, and then I would do it.
Now, all right. So my sister,
Mm-hmm.
she's in the military. You mean, so like, she gonna be stationed where she's at for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
unless something crazy happen. So I can still have that same opportunity to stack up, but it's like more freedom. Like, because don't get me wrong, I love my peoples, but like, I can't really, just have my freedoms that I have as an adult, and I
Mm-hmm.
respect that because it's not my crib. You feel me?
Right.
Right. So
Well,
like,
if that's the situation, and that's exactly how it is, bro. That's why. Listen, everybody would love to stay with their folks or stay with their. I can call my sister right now and say, "Hey, sis, can I come stay with you?" She say, "Yeah, come on." That's what you give up, though. That is what you give up. You give up that freedom. Nobody can tell me to do shit up in here, right? I come in when I want to. That's the great dilemma. So that's when I say, what's your living situation? Is it unbearable? Is the rules so strict there that I'm like, I feel like I'm 12 fucking years old. I don't want to fucking be here. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well just stack up.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But that's the issue. That's the issue of freedom that you're not even taking into it, that you're not even thinking about it. That when you get your own place, you'll be like, shit, if I knew all this freedom, because it's just shit you can't do at somebody's house. It's just not. So that freedom is
my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that freedom is worth a lot.
Yeah, and that's like the thing that I'm looking at. Like, it's just like, damn. All right, so here I'm restricted from these things, and I can't even bring shorties over. Like, it's drawing, but that also helps me find my purpose, and it's like less distractions. But to that same strength, it's just like, damn. If I had my own place, I could just do whatever.
Right, exactly, and that's what you lose, though. That's part of it. That's what you lose when you stay with somebody. That's part of that's why we adults. That's why we want our own place. Even though you think like, well, if I stay with somebody, I don't got no bills. That's what you give up. You give up that freedom.
Right. I mean, well, you pretty much answered my question. I know people trying to get in this job, but bro, you really help. Like, where I just put you on to my mans. So, like,
thank you,
doing
bro.
something right. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Be good, man. All right, bro. I'm gonna get you Coco and Rashad. I'm trying to get some of these new boys. I see y'all. Let me get some of these new people. I see y'all holding on. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get y'all before I leave. Let me see. I see you too, Justin. I'm gonna get you. I know you got some more threesome questions. I see you in there. I got you, bro. Let me get some of these new people. Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh shoot, I'm actually on. What's up, AMS?
What's up, man?
Hey, I said I don't have any questions. I just want to give you your flowers, man, because
thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. One of my bros, man, comes from Miami, Florida. One of my bros, man, he put me on to you about. I want to say you probably just got on YouTube at the time, and he would tell me, man, it's for AMS. He's on point, and I was like, all right, whatever. Dating guru. But he sent me a video. I can't remember what video it was, but let me turn this down. Background for you. But basically, bro. It was a video that you made. It's private now. I can't find it. I'm trying to find the title. But that video that you made, it got me literally on my purpose. Plain and simple. I remember now you got a video now where you said pretty much, don't talk to women for.
Video, stop feeling sorry for yourself, is it?
It might have been it. It might have been that video.
Okay.
But basically what that video did, and later on you made a video after that, where you said, just don't talk to women for a certain amount of days. I think you said 30 days or something like that. Right. So I didn't even do 30. I just went the full 90 days. Right. And what it was, I was in law enforcement. You know how that goes. I was in a situation where I wasn't getting promoted. Right. So I just told myself, basically, you know what? Forget the 30 days. I'm gonna just go all out. And what I did was I put myself in a position where I said I was not going to be told no anymore. And so I went back to school. I got my degree. I'm back in the school now for electrical computer engineering. And pretty much I put myself in a position where once I did that, and that's what I'm telling all these guys, like, you know, you can follow your own path and do what you want to do.
Right.
But if you literally focus on yourself for however many days it takes, I took those 90 days and I kid you not, I doubled my income by just focusing on me. Cut out the women, cut out all the BS, and I focused on me, did what you said, and you know, I couldn't believe it.
Right.
Plain and simple. So that's why I just want to give you a call, give you your flowers. I don't have any questions, nothing like that. Just tell these guys, say, look, you know, whatever path you want, if you literally are a Patreon, you're here for a reason. There's a reason why you're here.
Right.
Don't waste your money. Don't just be here just, okay, I'm paying X amount of dollars every month. You know, take the advice, take it to heart, apply it to yourself, and you can put yourself in a better situation.
Right. Exactly, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It means a lot. You ain't have no question, but it means a lot because that's what I feel like I gave best to the community. Fuck all the dating advice. If the guys who better themselves financially and stuff like that, at the end of the day, those are the ones. When somebody tell me, hey, man, you helped me get a girl, I'm like, okay. But when a guy say, hey, man, you helped me get my life in order, or I got in school, or got my paper straight, that's what I love to hear, man. I love to hear that. Even though I'm a dating coach, quote unquote dating coach, I love to hear that more than, hey, man, I got my rotation together. You know, that means a lot, bro.
Hey, plain and simple, man. I mean, and I definitely appreciate it. And the main reason why I say that is because, you know, women, they come and they go. You know, it's just, you know, I told my youngest brother this a long time ago, and he started to get the picture. And I told him, I said, look, with women, you got to put yourself in a higher bracket. Right. And even sometimes with women, I tell them, I say, plain and simple, you can get the woman of your dreams, but guess what? You might have her for that time period, but all of a sudden she might disappear. And then I told him, I said, hey, man, it was just your time. It just so happened to be your time, and now it's somebody else's time, and you can't take that to heart. You got to move on and keep doing what you got to do.
And that's easy to move on when you a high value man and you feel like you got options. First of all, it has a tendency to happen less when you're that high value man because you put yourself as an option that she sees. Damn, this dude is so like if I'm a girl and I'm dating you and I just seen you double your money, where the hell I'm going?
Right.
Shit, I want to be here. Where the hell I'm going? I see you done doubled your paper. I see what you doing. I see you done got back in school. Where the fuck I'm going? You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, what guys got to understand, once you become that high value man, that happens less and less and less and less. Back in the day, every time I turn around, a bitch gone. God damn, where the hell she went? Now I'm a super high value man. Shit, I can't beat these motherfuckers away. You see what I'm saying? Right. Once they've been with me a little while, because I don't leave with my wallet, so a girl probably won't know that I'm worth as much as I am initially. But if she stick around long enough, she start adding up some shit. Where the hell I'm going? Right. See what I'm saying? And so y'all guys to understand that once you become a guy who makes 7 figures a year, where the hell that bitch going? She ain't going no damn well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying you won't never lose none because there's always somebody who make more. I'm saying it happens way less. That's all I'm saying.
Right. That, and then on top of that, like, and you weren't lying when you said that once you put yourself in a higher position and being a higher value male, they will shit test you. Like that's the God's honest truth. They will shit test you, but what they're doing is they're testing you to see if you are who you really are.
Right. Exactly.
And I tell you, I passed some tests now because when I was making less money, my scarcity mindset was at an all-time high. Once I elevated and I focused on myself, I elevated my paper, and I put myself in the mindset of it's me and only me, and I got to do this for myself. I don't care about. I literally, like, I'll see women, man, and they'll come at me or whatever. They'll see the car that I drive and stuff like that or whatever. Right. And I don't care because I know that at that particular time is my turn, and I know that at any given moment it won't be my turn anymore, and it's going to be the next man's turn. So at that point, I'm just going to focus on money. That's it.
There you go, bro. That's exactly right. And That's the mindset. You got the right mindset. That mindset will keep you from getting attached. Guys want to ask me all the time, man, you know, how you don't catch feelings, this, that, and other. You got to develop that mindset that you got right there, which means that basically what you said all that. Basically, you saying they're all sluts, and you're very aware that they're not yours. And at any moment, another dude who they perceive as a higher value man than you or whatever, they have no problem with cutting you loose and moving on.
Mm-hmm. Plain and simple. But hey, man, I'm not gonna. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I ain't gonna hold you up. I say I gotta get ready to go to bed because I gotta hit the gym up in the morning. But like I said, I just want to give you a call, give you your flowers, appreciate it, and hey, keep doing what you do. I'm always be here, be a supporter, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
What's up, bro?
Yo, yes, shit. I didn't expect you in this chat, man. I'm sending you love all the way from Singapore, the other side of the world, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother.
I got a purpose question for you.
Okay.
So I want to give you some background first.
Okay.
So I'm 26 this year, and I'm living in Singapore, and I work as an actor, right? I work as an actor, and I have a side hustle as a theater teacher. So here's the thing. Because of COVID, a lot of the acting jobs have been sort of like cut off. So I've sort of focused myself to becoming an acting teacher.
Okay.
But my true passion and my purpose still lies with acting. What do you think? Should I chase the financial stability of being a teacher at my age?
Okay.
Keep on grinding to be an actor.
You can't do both?
Good question. I can, but eventually one would have to replace the other.
The key word there is eventually. That's the key word. The key word is eventually. It's a little grind phase you have to go through. So like when I started doing this, I didn't quit my training in my security company to become a YouTuber and just quit. No. I did all of it. And I'm going to tell you why this is so important. It keeps the stress off of your acting. So like if you put all your, so let's hypothetically say I quit my job I got rid of all my clients when I started YouTube. You know what I would have been on YouTube doing? Making short-term decisions instead of long-term decisions. You see what I'm saying? So I would have been on here instead of me making videos and for free and building my brand, I would have been doing shit for money right off the get-go. So I would have been like, hey guys, I made a video over here on my website. If you want to see it, it's $10.99. So now I need money. And so I need to do things to short-term gratification because I need money. If you have income coming in, it allows you to focus on long-term, on doing things in the long term as with your acting. You see what I'm saying? So instead of you doing stuff that benefits you more short-term, you can do things where I'm going to do this because it benefits me more long-term. So in other words, you say, well, what that mean? Well, that means that you might have a little bullshit job over here that's going to pay you a little something, but I need to do it because I need the money, opposed to this job over here is not going to pay me shit, but I'm going to be making the right connections, and I'm going to be working for Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers don't want to pay me shit right now, but it's better long-term play opposed to this little bullshit thing that's going to pay me a couple $100, but it's really not got much long-term potential. You get what I'm saying? So for all you guys out there, when you got these jobs with your purpose, it allows you to do things and plan for it long-term. When I started YouTube, I was able to do the long-term. I didn't make $1 off of YouTube for like 8 months till I started my Patreon, right? I started my Patreon in like April 2018. I came on YouTube the 1st of November, 2017. So how many months that is? That's 6 months, right? So I didn't make not $1 off of none of this, and I was afforded to do that because I didn't need it. So it allowed me to put videos up. YouTube didn't even monetize my channel until the end of April. I started Patreon in like the middle of April. YouTube finally monetized my channel at the end of April because that's when the apocalypse had happened. So I wasn't making no money off of it. See what I'm saying? So it's imperative that you make long-term decisions if you want to be in that. Do that. So I would say if you can, do both. That's what I would do. I would do both. That takes off the stress of having to make money. See, what's going to end up happening is you're going to fucking put all your eggs in that actor job, and then somebody going to say, hey, we need you to do a gay scene with a dick in your mouth, and then you're going to be like, I need to do it because I need some fucking money. You see what I'm saying? It puts you in a position. See, I don't want to see you over there in Singapore with a dick in your mouth making videos because you need to make money. You see what I'm saying? It'll be much better. It's much better, brother, if you're in a position to where you don't need money that bad.
Yeah, for sure, AMS. Right. I really appreciate the advice. Thank you so much.
All right, bro. Be good. Could y'all guys imagine? Could y'all guys remember when I started YouTube? Y'all would have known what I would have been doing if I needed money. I would have been on here talking about something. Donate. I would have been donate. The link in the description. Go to PayPal and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all motherfucker be like, man, this dude, all he do is beg for fucking donations. You see what I'm saying? What's up, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? I got a quick question for you. So let me break this situation down. I'm dating this chick. She's IG famous, got over 108,000 subs, whatever. We caught a little vibe. You know, we did the thing. I smashed, seal the deal, all that. She lives in another state. Came through, spent a few days with me. She got heavy attached, told me the whole nine with love and everything, gave me all the emotions. Anyway, here's the deal. She's about to move to LA on some long distance stuff. She came to me with the whole, yo, what's this gonna be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I know how to play that. I'm not committing to nothing, et cetera.
Right.
But here's the thing. Besides just being, you know, a piece of ass, whatever, I actually, she's a good singer. I'm a musician, so I respect that shit. And I like her a lot for it. And she's even done things pro bono for me with her status, which is crazy. And she sees me as a high value man in my own right because I run my own business. My thing is this. I feel myself slipping into some feelings kind of thing. I'm trying to stave that off. And I need your insight, I guess, or slap me back to reality or to remember what I already know. You know what I'm saying? But she's also saying, I don't want to have to do this maintaining stuff on this. I've never done that before, even if it's just a flame type thing. What I'm thinking is keep upping my value, keep dropping weight, keep being on my high value man shit, and let that attract instead of me trying to grab and try to, you know, keep it on a scarcity tip. So me breaking that situation down, what do you think?
Well, this is the thing. I akin catching feelings with some type of scarcity. That when you get to the root of it, catching feelings is at the root of it is some type of scarcity. It could not be scarcity. Don't just come from lack of options. It also comes from when you catch feelings with a woman. You're now in a position to where you're afraid of losing her, which is scarcity. So now you like her a little bit. So now the fear of losing her push you in scarcity. So the issue is right here as a man, you have to always stand on this. All you red pill guys that's following me, I want you to hear me and hear me well. You need to hear this. In a situation like this, and you know, I'll deal with this shit too. Y'all guys got to be prepared for women that don't want to be strong alone, and you got to be cool with that. You got to
crazy. The timeline is real short. That's the crazy thing. The timeline is very short, which is
no. If she's a woman that done deemed herself, I'm dating with a purpose, it could be 2 weeks.
Done. I got you. All right, got you.
If she in that mindset, I'm dating with a purpose and I'm not finna do this game and this guy. She done it before. She done been there. She done it. She done already. The same way you guys know not to take a woman out, expensive dates and stuff, first, second date, because why? You done been burnt. You done done that. And so you know, going out, taking a woman to a $200 steak dinner on the first and second date don't guarantee you shit. So that's why we know not to do it. This woman done wasted time with a dude before. I guarantee you she done wasted 3 months.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, let me give you a little more context. So basically, what she told me was this. She's like, I really can't be around people like that. She dates around. She's dated around. And I think one of the things too that kind of, because of her status, she has mastered the ability to be alone. I'm graduating up to that point. So her ism on that tip is kind of stretching my comfort zone on that tip as well, because I already know not to pursue and all that kind of stuff. I give space and all that.
Let me stop you right there. because basically you saying that she's in abundance. That whenever somebody says she's comfortable being alone, basically she's in abundance. So this is the issue, and you've zoned to the right point where you said before, she's in abundance, but if you are higher enough value, she won't be in abundance with that particular guy. And I explain it to you this way: with what I make, I guarantee you the situation would be different. I promise you. With what I make, I'm telling you, I promise you this. The situation where back in the day where women who are used to, in other words, the higher value you are, the more women would tolerate you stringing them along. That makes sense. If that makes sense.
But I do make a lot. So she knows that. She knows that. I think what it was is that she literally was like, "Yo, I met you. You're hella special. I've never felt this way about you before," which is all bullshit. But her actions have showed it.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's saying is, I don't want to lose this, but she also has a purpose of her own, which she's going to pursue. So therefore, she's like, "What are we going to do? Are you going to come see me all the time? Like, I don't want. Are you really going to travel that much?" I'm like, "No, man. We just take it day by day, week by week, whatever." She's like, "I've never done that before," so she's apprehensive about that. But she wants continued access and continued contact. It's just the logistics that's kind of making her be like, I don't know. Like, that's what she's doing basically right now.
Okay, so basically, it sounds to me you done met your match, and this is you done met your match, and so basically, brother, I know she's a good catch. You got to be okay with you might lose her. I'm just you gotta be cool with that. All my guys out there, that red pill guys out there, we gonna meet these. You know, some of these women are great women. They make their own money. They're feminine, but they are dating with a purpose and they mean it. And from time to time, for all us red pill guys who are not ready to go purple pill, you got to just come to grips that you're gonna lose one here and there, and you got to be cool. It's no special trick. You know what this woman is? She is red pill, a red pill woman. And what I mean by that, for guys get offended, she has a time frame she's put you on for this thing to materialize. Or the same way we give a woman 3 or 4 days to fuck, she has given you whatever, how many weeks or months to, settle down with her and be in a relationship, or she's out. And by her being on her purpose and by her having her own money and shit, even though you got your shit together, she's perfectly fine with walking away. She's not going to waste all her time and her youth waiting on you. And she's made up that mind. And you have to be okay with that.
Fair enough.
All right, bro. That's all right, bro.
Yeah, bro. Goddamn. All right. See you later, bro.
All right, bro. Be good. So, guys, this is the thing. I still got my boy Coco up in here, my boy Rashad. And my boy Justin, I promise I'm gonna get y'all before I go. I'm just trying to get some of these new guys on here. I ain't forgot about you. I know Justin want to know how to close the deal with the threesome. I got you, Justin. I got you. I know Rashad, my little pit bull, he in there. He in the house. My boy Coco, he in the house. He's still in the car. His girl still ain't let him in the house. He's still filming in the car. I got y'all, man. But for all my guys in here, y'all guys must understand that y'all guys gonna go out here and y'all gonna get these women. And they're going to put you on a time frame, and they are serious. They're dating with a purpose, and you have to be okay with losing them. It's just the way it is. What's up, brother?
Oh, what's going on? You can hear me clearly now?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
All right, cool. So, I'll be honest with you. Basically, my issue has become is boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I really have an issue kind of expressing boundaries, especially when a woman, or especially when a girl who I would like her to be in the rotation has started to has shown disrespect or has shown things that I'm not really comfortable with, like aggression, masculinity, all those type of things. So I want to know, like, when you come across, or when you were in that stage of, creating a rotation, what do you when you came across an issue where a girl would continue overstep boundaries?
Oh, she would be out, bro. And at some point, what y'all guys got to understand is, y'all guys got to understand it's just like anything in life. You can talk a good game. At some point, you got to show a motherfucker.
Right.
You just gotta, like, you know, it's like a person talking about like, you know, somebody keep fucking with you and you talking. Eventually you have to slap the shit out of their ass. Let them know, man, you don't play with me. Right. And right now, you probably doing a lot of talking. So every time she fuck up, you on the phone having a discussion. You know, I really found that disrespectful. At some point, all that talking got to end, and she need to know that you mean. What's the consequences? What, I'm gonna get a good scolding? What I'm gonna get? He gonna scold me again? Imagine if you made else on your port card and all your mama did was when you was young was scold you. Oh man, you know, who cares about that? Well, she put that belt on your ass. She put that belt on your ass and that clothes hanger upside your goddamn ass. Then you do your goddamn schoolwork. Some point you got to stop talking. Now, obviously, I ain't telling you to hit your girls or all these. I got to make sure I clear that up because you got 16-year-olds on here that can go on and slap the shit out of a girl because they think that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm using an example. But what I'm saying is you got to walk away at some point and she got to come back and beg you back. And you got to stop trying to talk to her about the behavior. You got to move on. And if she come back, I'm going to say, listen, you got one more time. But that foolishness, and I'm not going to say anything about, you know, the sweet taste and she got to suck a whole lot of dick because she got to be some kind of connection for that, right? Like, say you've been dating her for a couple of months, then she got to, but if it's something like a woman that's doing this from the get-go or something like first or second or third date, you know, you just set it out and you leave and let her come back and then you set the rules, but you got to show a woman is what you got to do.
I think that's where I'm at. I'm at the point because I would recognize her disrespect and I've called her out on the disrespect. Like, you know, one night the first night we went out, and somebody who I've known, we haven't been, it's not like on some friendship shit, but it's really on some like, yo, like I would smash if you open up the door, I would smash.
Right.
We went out the first time and as soon as she walked up in the lounge, she sat down next to me, grabbed my drink and started drinking my drink. I'm like, yo, shorty, you don't got to be so rude. You don't have to be so blunt and disrespectful like that. Like, try not to let that shit happen.
Right, but that ain't. Yeah, that's some masculine frame issue you got going on right there. Okay. That's something that is deeper than that. Is she disrespecting you like that, just coming in and this, that, and other. A good rule of thumb for me is I don't tolerate no foolishness. Like I would, like if I'm on a date with a woman and she disrespect me or she do something I think piss me off, I won't even say nothing about it. I'll finish the date. And then I'll just pull all the way back and I won't ask her out again. And maybe she hit me up in a week or two and be like, hey, what happened to you? And I won't even bring it up or nothing like that. You don't act right, you don't get no dates. Right. You act right, you get a date. That's how that works. So this is how you fix this situation. This is how you fix the situation. Let's say you out with a date with me and I do something to disrespect you. What you say is to yourself, you don't say nothing to her, you don't ask her out again. When she calls you, now you making her pursue you. Notice what I'm doing. I'm flipping the script. Right. Now, if she calls you again, set another time to hang out. Right? Okay. Try to hang out. That right there, that part where you didn't call her to set that second date, usually that's enough to put her in scarcity, enough to where she knows. Don't nothing makes a woman respect you more than you putting her in scarcity. The fact that you hung out with her and didn't ask her out again, when she called you and you're like, hey, how about we meet up drinks Friday? I ain't even gonna say nothing to you about what you did to piss me off why I didn't call you. We're not even finna get into that, right? I'm not even finna get into that emotional. That's some shit you do with a girl that you in a, that's in your rotation, right? Where you say but with a girl you just dating and she ain't made it to the rotation yet, I'm not even gonna bring it up. I'm just not gonna even ask you out. I'm finna make your ass do all the pursuing. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Now that I got you doing all the pursuing, now I got the power. And now you pretty much feel like if I don't call him and ask him out for a date, he won't hang. You see what I'm saying? So let's say the second time y'all hang out, after she done hit you up and you set the dates for drinks or whatever. Right. Let's say she do everything perfect on there, right? Let's say she do everything perfect. Now I'll go back to pursuing. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I proved my point. Did you get that? That didn't fly over your head, did it?
No. I got everything that you said, and I understood it, and I understand that because
you get the logic behind it.
I do, because what it is teaching her that my time is valuable. Not only is my time valuable, but me actually taking you out is actually valuable.
and it's a treat. It's not a privilege. It's a treat. And so by me not calling, asking you out, and you having to do it, understand that if you go this route, she might not call,
which will be okay.
Right. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She might not call you, and you have to be okay with that. You want her back, either she's gonna cooperate or you don't want her. But what you don't want is a girl that you got to sit down and scold and fuck all that. You want to prove your point by you not calling, asking her out, and you ain't said shit. You just showed her you in competition here. You got other bitches here.
Right.
And that alone usually would straighten her out. If she's not interested, you won't hear from her. But if she's interested and she was testing, she would get the message.
Got it. And that kind of has been the situation. She has been hitting me up constantly, kind of, trying to get back. And then one time she was actually, as a matter of fact, the last time that actually made me want to reschedule with her, she was actually very blunt and direct, which also is attest to the aggression and masculinity, or her masculine being in her masculine, is that she was like, oh, can you please? She texted me, oh, can you rub on my booty? Right. Can you rub my booty? Yes, please. Please and thank you, or some shit like that. I set up the time where she could come through. I do the thing with her. But so I think it does. I mean, that's why I'm calling, is because I figured I need your confirmation with that. But
right. Anytime a girl is doing disrespectful, you pull back and make her do the pursuing. If say she's already in your rotation and she does that and you have to pull back, she's gonna have to suck a whole lot of dick. If this is a girl that's not in your rotation and say y'all just been on a couple of dates, she's not gonna be attached for you to say that. If you say that, she might laugh at you and hang up the fucking phone, right? But with a girl that's already in your rotation, you can ask her, how you willing to make this up to me? You can't. You don't have the privilege of asking a woman you've dated 2 or 3 dates, some shit like that. She gonna fucking laugh at you because she doesn't care enough about you to make anything up to you. So don't try. That's what the point is. I want guys to understand. You can't tell a woman you've been out 1 or 2 dates. How you gonna make it up to me? You say that to a woman that's acting up, that's in your rotation. That's the one you say, how are you gonna make this up to me? The woman that you've been on a 1 or 2 dates with, and she don't really give a fuck if you live or die, you better not ask that damn woman, how you gonna make this up to me. That woman gonna laugh so damn hard at your head on how you gonna make this up to me. She gonna fall on the floor laughing at your stupid ass. So that one right there, the one you just started dating, you would let her do the pursuing. She'll get the message. She will understand that he wasn't pursuing me because he didn't enjoy himself on the date, because I was being difficult. So she would get the message that if I want him to pursue, I need to give him a reason to pursue.
Yeah, you're right. So I think in this situation, I'll be honest with you, I probably have to let this one go because I kind of fucked up real bad.
Sometimes you can't recover from it. What I would say, and this is what I was telling guys, that's why I tell guys don't block women, right? Because you never know. She might reach out to you in 2 weeks and her attraction done went up because she's like, damn, I thought this motherfucker was in scarcity. He acting like a dude that got bitches. That's why I tell guys don't block girls' numbers, because I done had so many girls that would reach out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later that you think is dead, and somehow she regains attraction because you didn't pursue after her behavior, and now it's time to suck a whole lot of dick.
Got it. I appreciate it, man.
No problem, bro.
Be strong, bro.
Be good.
All right.
All right, let me get my boys. They've been patient. Let me get my boy Coco before he freeze in that damn car, man. What's up, Coco?
Yo, I just want to let everybody know I don't sleep in this damn car.
We starting to think you do, man. We starting to think you do. You know what? I know what it is, Coco. You stay with your girl, and you're gonna talk all this shit in this car out there, making sure you don't talk too loud. Then you're gonna go in the house and whisper in the house. See, we got you figured out, Coco. You've got you figured out. You finna talk all this cash money, red pill shit, and then gonna go right in the house and kissing ass. Go ahead, Coco. We got
all right. I got a first date tomorrow with a chick, and I just want to know, like, I don't want to talk myself out the booty. I've been listening to all the videos on first dates, man, playing them in my sleep, you know. Basically, I'm just wondering, should I escalate it to sex? Because I know these bitches want me and they're just going on a date with me on the first date, you know? Like, that's just my mindset. So it's like, should I, you know, when you say ask them back to your place, I don't got a place like where
You
I
got
can
that
do.
car?
I got that car.
You got that car. It's
On the
good enough
first
for you.
date,
It's good
let me
enough
make
for her.
this clear. First date, I can take it back to the car. Say, let's go
Well,
get something to eat.
what you do is I always ask if nothing else because it shows balls, right?
Mhm.
That's what I always ask. I'm trying to set a precedence of, you know, this ain't nothing friendly. So women take things as you not trying to escalate things as a lack of confidence. They don't take it, oh, he's such a nice guy and this, that. They when you don't try to escalate things or progress things, they take that as in you don't have the balls, which means you don't have the confidence, right? So let her tell you no, right? But always try to progress things, right? So yes, always she's probably gonna tell you no, and that's fine. But you have set a precedence. And what I mean by that is now you set it up to where if she doesn't come back the second or third time, she starts to feel like this is gonna fizzle out because she sees you're not playing the long game.
Yeah.
So you kind of put the press on her to let her know you're gonna either shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
So let me ask you this: if she's a woman that typically likes to get with beta males and make them wait a month before she come back to their house, right? Do you think that's gonna work for a guy that's asking you to come back on the first date?
No way.
And see what I'm saying? So you kind of put the fast press on her to let her know that all that, you know, pity pat feet shit, that ain't gonna work with me. You're gonna either shit or get off the pot because I'm setting it down from the get-go. I'm on a full court press right now.
Right. And I'm pretty sure she's got her own spot, so I don't know whether I should just go along with the date and see if she brings it up or, you know, but you know how
No.
they
You
keep
gotta
their
do all
room
that.
messy.
No, you got to do all that. You want her to lead too? You want to pull your dick out too?
Nuh-uh.
No, you got to do all that, bro. You got to. She's not gonna do all that unless she's super aggressive and masculine and stuff like that. But most women, they're not gonna do that. You have to make all the moves.
All right. Cool. And what on the date, like when I'm going out with her on the date tomorrow, what signs should I be looking for? Because I don't want to make up the shit in my own head. Like, yeah, I'm getting that ass tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
the thing is, man, I tell guys to stop all this signs and this, that, and the other. What we do is nip shit in the bud. Don't I think that mean I done had girls, bro, that's literally sat on the date and I thought the girl didn't even like me and she sucking my dick that night. And then I done had girls who was all over me, all that playing and teasing, and then won't do shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So while signs are good and they make funny videos and stuff like this, the only one true sign you need to look out for is, yes, I'll go back with you. That's all that. That's fuck all that other bullshit. We can sit up here and I can create a 10 signs you want to come back to your crib. I can create a video. It'll be a cute video. It'll get a couple good laughs in there. And that's cute and that's fun and all that. And it get some views. But at the end of the day, you can disciple all that you want to. But at the end of the day, just ask her out. Ask her back, and that's what you can tell. You will literally have a girl who's sitting in your lap doing all this playing, this, that, and other. Hey, you want to come back to my crib? I can't. I gotta go to church early in the morning. Bitch, you've been rubbing on my dick, kissing on my neck, and all this shit all fucking night. Then you'll have a bitch sitting over here quiet all night, like she a monk or something. Then you ask her back to your crib, and she jump on your ass, your dick, soon as you walk in the house, but you ain't even think she really like you. So you really can't try to tell like that. Only way you can really tell is when you ask.
Right. And I might as well throw one quick purpose question in.
Go ahead.
Let's see. You know, right now I'm sacrificing. Like I was just on a 6-month grind. You know, improving myself. I wasn't. You know, it was an investment in myself, but it wasn't making money, so to speak. But you know, now that I'm back with my parents temporarily, you know, they've been driving me nuts. Unlike the other guy that was on here. And they like looking at, you know, getting me an apartment so I could, you know, find what it is that I want to do, which is for me, I'm 20 years old and it's like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do and it pisses me off, you know, other than like I work out in the gym crazy, and I do my hobbies and shit, and I get bitches. But other than that, I don't got like a calling for anything.
Well, you get bitches, right?
Yes, sir.
You ever thought about starting a dating channel?
Yeah, but I learned everything from you, man.
Okay. So let me see. You say you only 20?
20, yeah.
Man, I wouldn't stress it right now. It might take you 10 more years before you find something that you're really passionate about. What I would suggest to you in the meantime is to get into school and get you a trade or something, because this is the real world, right? We can't sit around being bums talking about somebody ain't found my purpose yet. Well, you're gonna find some bills real soon, right?
Yeah.
Mom and dad ain't gonna allow you to stay there forever. So while you able to do that, you want to use that situation so you can better yourself in the long term. So if I'm you, I'm finding a skill or something and I'm getting into it, and I would let the purpose find me. But you can't sit around and be a bum talking about something, well, I don't know what I'm passionate about. Well, you better be passionate about eating. You passionate about eating, ain't it?
Oh, hell yeah.
And you passionate about fucking, ain't it? You passionate
hell
about
yeah.
fucking? Well,
Oh,
guess
hell
what? You're going to always have these struggles with women until you get your own crib. You see what I'm saying? Your pussy rate would go up if you had your own shit. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
I've been there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So even if you don't know what you're passionate about eating and you passionate about fucking. And so that should be motivation enough to get out and get your own shit. Let the purpose find you. Who knows when you're gonna find it? Maybe you find it maybe you find it next year, maybe 10 years. Don't matter. At the end of the day, this the real world. And we can't sit around and be bums waiting on ourselves to find our purpose.
That's right. It's only the top of the food chain gonna eat, right?
That's the way it go, bro.
All right, AMS. Yo,
No
get
problem,
some
bro.
rest. You know what they say, get some rest.
All right, bro. Be good.
All right, thank you.
All right, bro. We're gonna get him out that car. We're gonna get him. I got my man Justin right here. What's up, bro?
Hey man, I'm over here dying laughing at you, bro.
Man, you know, man. I you know, the guys, they kill me, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm determined to get this threesome. So I still need your help. So I took out the girl that I was telling you about that like girls. So we in the club, you know what I mean? We got the hookah, we got the drinks and stuff like that. And I'm like, so you know what I mean? I'm trying to throw hints like, so this girl over here cute. I'm doing stuff like that, like, you know what I mean? You know, go get her this like that, and she acting shy. But I know for a fact that if I'm out with a girl, it's gonna be weird for me to go up to another girl to try to bring her back over there to the table. So the girl that I'm with gonna have to do it. How would you maneuver through this? Because she was acting like she was shy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, because I done been doing this threesome thing for a long time. That typically don't work. Now you can try it and you can hit me back in 3 months and you're gonna be like, AMS, you were right. That shit does not work.
Yeah.
But what I've seen is if you want a threesome, it's better for you to build attachment with two girls and bring them together. That's been my experience with it. Have I had a threesome like that where we just had a fling or something? Yes, but it's rare and it's very hard. It's better if you meet another woman, build an attachment with her, and then introduce, and to make sure that she's even into girls, you can run it past her while you dating. Like, you ever been with a girl or something, like, just to find out if being with a woman is something that she's even into. Most women would tell you, I had a girlfriend, or and then it's good, even regardless of what they say about, but that was college. Bitch, right. Please, you still eat pussy. Don't get the fuck out. So that's what I would do if I was you. The way you trying to go about it, with my experience, man, it doesn't work. Me and my main girl that I fuck with, the one y'all see me make the vlogs with, we actually go out and still try to meet chicks together like that, and they all bullshit. They all flake. They all bullshit. So we still tried that way. It's never. I've been doing this shit for 20 years. It never works. Yeah. It's always worked primarily when I brought two girls together and introduced them.
Gotcha.
So if you really want it to happen, meet another girl, build an attachment with her, be patient with her. Don't try to build an attachment in 2 weeks, just like another girl in your rotation, and then run them together.
Gotcha. I think I'm trying to rush it too much anyway.
That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do. Stop rushing it.
Yeah. Just one more quick question before I go. The girl is in my rotation right now, like my main chick. What do you do to go about trying to figure out if she is always submitted to you? Like if she's all the way like committed and fully submitted to you, or do you just, you know what I mean, just focus on how she acting, opposed to trying to figure it out if she's always.
Yeah, well, you know that when she's cooperating and she's doing everything on point and she's not testing. So like you never have no issues out of her. You never have a pit in your stomach that she's gonna cancel or anything like that. She does all the pursuing and stuff like that. That's how it's easy. When your woman attacks, you know.
Yeah.
If you gotta ask that question, then she's not.
Nah, I mean she always attached. Like she never flake. She always hit me up. You know what I mean? Sometimes we out on a date, she be trying to pay. I be like, nah, I got it. And so she always attached. She from the island, so she I'll be watching the videos, your old videos, and you say you used to talk to the African chick, and she would be like, so she was kind of acting like that in the beginning, but now she's always attached. But she be trying to push for a relationship and stuff like that. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'm on a mission, man. I'm on a mission for this threesome. Even if it take a whole another 3 months, I'm gonna call back and I'm gonna let you know when it happens.
All right, bro. Just be patient.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Hold on 1 second, fellas. All right, let's what's up, brother?
Yo. You hear me?
What's up, brother? Y'all get them likes up. Get them likes up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself, bro?
I'm surviving.
What's up with you?
So I wanted to know.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
What happened, bro?
I don't know what. I'm sorry.
What's up, man?
So, sorry, that just threw me off. Sorry. So AMS. So, I'm 22 years old, and I only had, just to be honest with you, I only had one body, which is my ex-girlfriend, and we still hit it off here and there. Kind of a friends with benefits thing, but I know with her, she's more so she still wants to be in a relationship with me and all that stuff. But I already know myself. I already know long ago. I'm like, I don't really see myself with you, you know. So anyway, I'll admit I identify as purple pill, but I am willing to pretty much date like date other women and stuff. And I tried, but every time I try to date, it always ends the same way, and that is I go up, introduce myself and all that stuff, and then like I get the number, and the recent thing that just happened was the girl finally responded, and she was responding really well up until the point where I said, well, it was nice meeting you and all that stuff. We should definitely hang out sometime. Every time when I mention that, like pitch that, no response, like period. Like, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it like me? Like, not saying like, not like am I the problem? Not like that, but more so like, is it like my approach? Is it, you know, pretty much?
It's an attraction and value thing. So it's the women, they are not attracted to you. Could be for physical or for your value. Value is going to be your social status or your financial status. And obviously your physical is whether they find you attractive or not. That's with your personality or your physical looks, right? That's all they know about you. So something in there, in that realm, they're not finding attractive. If you keep running into that issue with every girl, so then you got to say to yourself, okay, what's the issue is? Is my image? Do I need to change the way I look? What's going on? So if you had to make a guess, what do you think it is?
I would say, I would guess like it's probably my approach. Because honestly, like I said, I only ever been with one girl. Like I never had the abundance mindset, because I never had girls, influx of girls coming to me. And I will say this as a personal critique to myself, like I probably come across as probably shaky, because I'm trying to literally build up the courage to get the number and all that stuff. So if I were to guess, it's probably that. But
all right, so what are we gonna do about that? That's definitely a confidence issue, which is causing your approach to be thrown off. So when you're going up to these women, they can tell that you're not successful with women. That's what the shakiness and the lack of confidence coming from. So then that goes to a pre-selection issue. Why the hell would I want them if no other woman want them? So then I have to say, what are we gonna do to fix this confidence? Am I just gonna be like the other dating coaches and just tell you to be more confident and hope you just snap into it? Or are we gonna do some self-improvement and some stuff like that so you feel more confident about yourself?
Okay.
And that's what I need you to do. I need you to be more confident to get rid of that. So the self-improvement is gonna go to your image, the way you look, the way you dress, all that type of stuff will help with your confidence and your shakiness, because you'll feel more desirable.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what you need to do. So if I'm you, I'm really finna kill this self-improvement to get myself better as far as how I look. Maybe you need to change your whole way of style, the way you got going about things, as far as maybe you need to try a beard, a different hairstyle, whatever, you'll figure it out, but it's definitely that, because now I've gotten to you're self-conscious about your confidence. And so now is coming across in your interaction. So I got to improve that confidence. So you're going to have to do some work on yourself to improve that.
Okay, I see. And can I ask you a purpose question?
Go ahead. Yep.
All right. So I know what my purpose is, like ever since I was a child, and the purpose is that like trying to be my goal is to be a film director and an actor. And so far I've been doing like little short films. I already graduated college with a film degree and all that stuff. And with the whole purpose thing, right now it's like I'm caught up in like a I guess tug of war, because like I'm never gonna put no woman over my purpose, because like when it comes to that, like I don't know what it is about me when it comes to that, but I get very defensive, like don't get in my way, because that's when I start to get very rebellious. But I guess my question is, in regards to the purpose thing, is like, how do I, with me being a film director and all that stuff, how do I like go abroad? I guess like because I mean the videos I've uploaded on YouTube, they range from like I would say like 300 views. The highest short film I have on my channel is 1,000, which is a accomplishment on my end. But what would you recommend?
Well, it sounds like you having that's going to be a product issue. So a lot of times what guys happen is guys force feed themselves and think that, well, it's not the product, it's something with the algorithm, or is something holding me back. Maybe not that as much as it is that your work might not be as good as you. So you got 300 views, right?
Right.
How many people have? I think 3 or 4 people called up here tonight and say, "Hey, man, a friend put me on to your work and stuff like that." Right. But I think I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 guys call up here and say that tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And or I put my boys on to your work. So that's what happens when you put out good work. That it grows because people can't help but talk. So those 300 people that watch your stuff, they didn't feel like it was such great that I'm gonna go tell other people and share it and this, that, and other. So let's just say you put out a good film or something. Oh man, this is great. I'm gonna share this on my Facebook. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we gotta look at is the quality of the work. So, dude, let me ask you this. Do you think I would be as big as I am as a dating coach on YouTube if say I didn't never let's say I never said anything about self-improvement, and let's say I was just on here trying to teach guys how to talk better or have more talk game? Do you think I would be as big as I am? See, the product is not that good.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The reason I blew up is because I was telling guys the self-improvement. And when guys hear that, they like, hey man, listen to this. So what I say all that to say that you need to improve your product. You see what I'm saying? We can't always look at, oh, well, the product is on point, but YouTube ain't promoting me the way I should be promoted.
Right.
You know, the product may not be as good as you think because people can't help but to talk and tell other people when something is good and share it. People they like little kids. I can't keep this to myself. I got to share it. I got to tell everybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. So analyze the product and see what can we do to improve the product. Once we do that, now we can improve things like the packaging, of the product. The thing is, you say you have 300 views. That's enough to get an organic growth if it's good. If that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you got 300 views, that's 300 people that has a chance to run their mouth. So then next time it's 600, then it's 1,200, then it's 2,400. So let's look at the product, and then after that we can look at the packaging. But if you ask me, I would think that maybe the product is not as good as you think it is.
Okay, I see. Okay. And like in regards to my work, like I'm very like critical over it. Like I'm actually willing to like hear people's critiques about it. Because honestly, like I share both the videos on both Facebook and YouTube. And mainly in my Facebook, it's mainly my pretty much family and friends watching it. And I get it. I appreciate the support, that was a good film and all that stuff. But I know at the end of the day, they just really saying that because I'm a relation to them. And I actually, every time when I ask for their opinion, I truly want to hear like their honest opinion on it. And it isn't until I'm like, well, what about that part? Like, I'm like, that part wasn't. And then at that point, that's when they be like, well, yeah, true. That could have been a little bit better or whatever. So I guess so like you're saying, just like improve the product itself.
Right. Improve the product. See what you can do and improve their product. And then you can focus in on the packaging so more people try the product. Right. But when people try the product, if the product is just because they don't like it, just because you're not getting no growth with it, don't mean they don't like it. That just means it's nothing spectacular or different that stands out to where I want to tell everybody. That means it might be okay, but I'm not going to go around bragging and telling everybody to listen to okay. If I'm going to tell it, it's got to be great. It's got to be something. And I can tell you right now, if it's not something unique about it, it won't grow. It won't. If it's something that's kind of like fits in the mold of everything else, it won't grow. You have to do something different. And if it's not, if it's just what everybody else doing, it's nothing that stands out, it won't grow. You see what I'm saying? That's the way it is. If somebody gonna come on YouTube and they gonna sound just like AMS and even got my cadence and everything, it won't grow. I'm not saying they can't sound nothing like me, but they can't be a carbon copy of AMS. So if you not authentic or it's got some kind of originality to it, it won't do anything. If you sound like, if you like do all your shit like Spike Lee or fucking John Singleton or whatever, you don't got no special film way you film different stand out, then it won't do anything.
Okay. I see. Okay. Well, can I have one last question in regards to women? So I've been watching your channel for like the past year. And just being honest, I'm still having problems with the whole beta thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and all that stuff. And it's like mentally, I know with the whole women thing, like just keep on being on your purpose, and and the woman will come and all that stuff. I guess it just be in the meantime of that happening. I'm also, like you said, like trying to work on my confidence and stuff like that. And I guess what's my question? My question to you is in regards to women and stuff. Should I like continue to, like, I guess, approach more women and stuff to work on the confidence? Or
No, bro. See, you running down that same rabbit hole that these other bullshit dating coaches was running before I got on YouTube, and guys was quickly finding out it's a loser's way. That's what they was telling you guys. Go up to 100 women a day and hope you get lucky and you know, do this pickup bullshit.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, man, what you need to do is you need to increase your value. You see what I'm saying? As a man. And also and develop some hobbies to where you are independent of the outcome with women. And that way you never worry about a pickup again, because now you're content in life. I'm content. My value is on point. I have hobbies. So now when you go up and you do approach a woman that you see you won't, say a year from now, I ain't saying you got to not talk to a woman for a year, but you get my point. A year from now, say you done improve your value, your body, your finances, you have developed hobbies. You're no longer desperate for a woman's affection and attention. So now you're independent of the outcome, and all that lack of confidence because you're so nervous and you're so dependent on this positive outcome, all that goes away because you really don't give a fuck if you get the bitch or not, because I got my purpose, I'm on point, I got my hobbies, I got my friends. So I really don't care if you give me the number or not. I mean, it would be nice to bust off a nut, but at the end of the day, I'm content as is. That is a much better place to be in than to be some broke, dusty looking dude hoping to go out here and talk to 100 women every day like a loser. You see what I'm saying? If you do that, would you go out here and would you meet some women? Absolutely. You talk to 100 women, you're going to get something. But then you're going to look up and you're going to be 32 years old and you're going to still be broke and you're still going to be out here winging it. And you haven't made yourself the top echelon of guy to get the best of the bet. You just out here getting a whole bunch of quantity with no quality.
Right. Okay.
And I want you getting quality. I'd rather you have 2 bad bitches with jobs and feminine and hot, opposed to you got a bunch of 7s. I got 6 7s. Got a different girl every day of the weekend. Every one of them a goddamn 7. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want for you, brother. I want you to have quality over quantity.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
no problem, bro.
Okay. And I know I said that was the last question. I know, but truly, this is truly the last question for real. Because like I mentioned that I have only one, and which is my ex that I was friends with benefits thing. And do you honestly recommend that, like, I should just in the meantime not settle, but more so like, because I remember in a video you say keep some around. I think you said. I think so. I don't know. My question is: do you think I should, in terms of sexual, do you think I should just, since she is still open, willing to, you know, pretty much have sex, should I still leave that open? Pretty much.
You keep that. That helps you. That helps you stay out of a hungry state. That you have some ass. If you lose that piece of ass, it's gonna be 10 times worse. You already got no confidence when you're approaching women. Imagine if you weren't getting no ass, it will be even worse.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you are getting some ass as is helps you to not be so desperate when you're going up to meet these women. You're already lacking confidence. The last thing you need to do is be desperate for some ass. That'll only make it worse.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. That's
all
it.
right, bro.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Good, man. All right. I'm gonna get one more guy. Well, hold on. Let me get Eli. Eli done gave me a super chat every time. What's up, Eli?
Yo, what's up with you, bro? How you been? How you
What's
missed?
up, bro? Appreciate the super chats, man. You know, super chatted me $100 like 3-4 times in a row. Appreciate it.
It's all good, brother. You know how it is, bro. I just wanted to update you real quick, man. Ever since you told me to do the, like max out the 401k and everything, it's crazy how fast that builds without you even knowing it, man.
Yep, exactly.
Another update too, because you told me to stay within the security field, bro. I just got accepted to an executive protection school.
Okay.
Yeah, so man, so I leave in July, and then I train till October, and then I already got a really good network with me where my boys already told me like, yo, once you get the certificate, man, we can already get you like a 150, 200,000 a year type of job already. Yeah, man.
That's
So,
what
so I
I'm talking
appreciate
about.
you telling me to stay within the security field. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But just a quick question, because I was trying to ask you last time, but like I said, man, I came in a little late.
Mm-hmm.
We focus so much on talking on how to get high value, how to get there, whatnot. What do you think are the biggest reasons and factors to a high value man's downfall? Because we never talk about what happens if you somehow lose it and how you might get it back. You know what I mean?
Well, it's when your foundation hasn't been built on something sturdy.
Right.
So in other words, let's say I go out here and I get a great job, but somebody put me on, right? Somebody put me on to that job. I don't really got no skills or nothing to fall back on. I looked up and got that job. Eli got me that job and it pays 125 grand a year. I'm just throwing some scenarios out there, right? Got my shit together. The economy shits down, or I lose that job, or that company shuts down, or whatever. I lose that job, right? Something happens to that job. And see, my life is not built on something sturdy because I don't have a skill or education. I just looked up into a situation where I knew somebody, or I got to hook up, or maybe I just in the right place at the right time, right? But I lost that job for whatever reason, no matter why I lost it, but I lost that job. And now I can't easily go out here and get another one because that was a one-time situation. Opposed to, let's say I'm an engineer making 200K, I lose one job, but I still got my engineering degree from Vanderbilt.
Right.
So I could,
Right.
So I could bounce back real quick, opposed to that guy who just lucked up into that situation where he knew the right person, or he was in the right place at the right time, or he got a lucky promotion, but it wasn't built on nothing, no strong foundation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the point being is to not be a situation where you can't fall off like that, is to make sure you got a strong education or a strong trade or something like that, skill set. And while you was on top and you made that money, you had a savings. That's the key. Savings that where if something happened, tragedy struck, you lost that job, I don't lose everything because I only got $2,000 in the bank because I want to rock Gucci and I want to ride a Ferrari. And now I lost that job. Something happened, or I broke my leg, whatever the case may be, because life will happen. And now I'm not prepared. And so now I got to lose my home. I got to lose my car. I can't pay that shit because I didn't got no savings for when I was making money. So the key is strong foundation and a strong savings, at least a year. Most people would say 3 to 6 months. Fuck that. A year's worth of savings, because life is going to happen one way or another. This time it was COVID. It will be something else. It will be your health. It will be that job laying people off, or a paying cut, or something. It's all life is always some bullshit. It's always something. Something's gonna come. And if you got a year's worth of savings, that will tie you over until you find another job. And you will be able to find a job comparable to the one you lost if you have the educational skill.
Yeah.
That was good. That was actually a very good question that you asked, that you might think was just a simple question, but it was a very good question because I done fell down a couple of times in my life. And so I can speak on that from experience. I didn't have a savings and I didn't have a skill or education to fall back on. And so when I lost that situation, case in point, the construction job I was doing, I was a welder's apprentice and I was making $17 an hour. That was good money. That was fucking 15 years ago, like 14 to 15 years ago. That was good money in Alabama, right? Then that job ended. We finished that building, as anybody with construction can attest. And so now you don't have another job till they put you on and find you, or the union put you on somewhere else, which they never did.
Right.
And so that's the situation, you see. But I was a welding apprentice. I wasn't a welder. You see what I'm saying? The other guys, they were welders. So they just go and find another job somewhere else. I'm just an apprentice. I'm expendable. You see what I'm saying? So, but I was working towards becoming a welder. So the point being is, if you got that foundation plus a savings, you don't fall off.
Well, so the whole time, you know, when you were from the time when you kind of got your shit together from being a personal trainer to where you are now, what would you say is like a big factor or strategy you've done to stay consistent the entire time, man? And I just mean that in general, from your content, from your work ethic, you know what I mean, bro? Because sometimes, like I said, we always talk about being high value, but it's not easy when you make it to the top because it's, you know what I mean? Because people think it's once you get there, it's easy.
Well, to me, it's easy now because being a loser is addictive, but saving money and making money is addictive also.
Yeah.
So for somebody like me, I love to invest and I love to save money because it has become addictive to me. Both of them are addictive. All right. So I'm addicted to saving money because I'm aware that something is probably bound to happen eventually. YouTube might say, hey, we ain't gonna pay you no more, or you know what, we're not gonna monetize no profanity on our channel. I'm well aware of that, right? And so I'm well aware to save and invest, because I never know when YouTube or Patreon might change the rules in the game, and I want to be prepared for it. And I was watching a video that Dave Ramsey was telling somebody that called the show and said they made 300 grand a month. And Dave said some smart, save and invest a lot of that money because you don't want 10 years from now reminiscing on the good old days when you made money. So I don't want 10 years from now to be like, man, you remember when you was making all that money on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And now you doing this and shit because you didn't save and invest your money. I'm well aware of that. And so that motivates me to save and invest more because of going through those experiences.
Well, yeah, man, and that's kind of what I took from man, there's a financial video you made a minute ago, and you were talking about, man, there's a difference between being rich and wealthy, and it's the truth because that's how it is with sports athletes, man. They can get 2-3 million contract and still be broke within a couple of years, man. So,
well, what's rich? What is rich and wealthy to you? What does rich mean and what does wealthy mean to you?
Rich to me is, yeah, you have a whole lot of money. You know, it can be X amount of dollars. You know, rich is necessarily an amount to everyone, but still, regardless, it's a lot of money. But you did not put that money into the correct places where it can build you wealth over time. Because wealthy is saying no matter what, I invested in the correct things where it's always going to build wealth, whether I'm dead, asleep, you know, whatever the time comes.
Passive income,
You
right?
pass the next, your next generation.
That's exactly right. So rich would be the doctor or lawyer that makes $1 million a year, and wealthy would be the book writer who wrote The Intelligent Investor. I can't think his name, Benjamin, whatever his name is. But like these guys like that who wrote those best-selling books like that still make millions today, that's wealthy. All right. When you create a product that can create a lot of income, a high income without you doing nothing anymore, that's wealthy. All right. So if you somebody who got $100 million into the S&P 500, you wealthy. You're going to be able to make $10 million a day sitting on your ass. Somebody who makes $100 million a year acting, that's rich. That's not wealthy. Even though you make that, it's not working for you passively if you don't invest it.
Yeah, right, bro. Yeah. 100%, bro. Yeah, but again, man, it was good talking to you, man. I just wanted to ask a real question because I don't know, man. No offense to the other dudes, but most of these is just like really oversimplified type of questions. You know what I mean, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
True.
It's good seeing you again, though, bro. You know, anytime you do a live stream, I'm gonna hit up the super chat with 100, man. Because again, I mean, the whole reason I am where I am is because of you, bro, and I appreciate it, G.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. All right, bro. Be good, Eli.
You too, bro.
All right, guys. I'm finna get out of here. I've been on this motherfucker. Almost 4 hours. I ain't never been on that goddamn long. So I'll be back on next Monday, guys. Make sure y'all tune in Monday. I will be in on Monday. Peace.